Is Mike muted? Hello. Is Mike muted? Hello. Okay, this actually works a lot better. I don't know why my mic was. Oh, I know why. I was using X for local recording. Okay, perfect. All right. So we have everything we need. Yes, we do. We are set. We don't actually even need the browser right now. Fantastic. All we need is the game. Yes, and here we are. Now it's advertising Book of Hours, a game that's out right now in Cultist Simulator World, and there's a second game coming out. They really want to expand the lore of this game beyond the card aspect into other simulation type games, and I approve. I mean, if you want to call it a. Oh, there's a bug in my drink. Hold on. That's okay, he won't eat much. But I do need to rinse that out real quick. Hold on. Okay, apologize for that. It wasn't actually a bug, it just looked like one. It looked like one of those tiny fruit flies, but it turned out it was just undissolved powder mix from the lemonade that I made. Yeah, I know, powdered lemonade mix, oh well. Okay, now, when I start up the game, you will see that it's a little different than when we left. I had 4 health and 4 passion, but no reason, and now I have reason because I did a demo of this game and well, I'm basically where I was. It's just I have my reason now. I've got profound scholarship, right? Use this with 4 lessons learned to gain more reason. But if you try that, you need this, something more. And that Smith's secret is not enough. It's only 2 level lore. You need something a lot higher than that. So as I role played this out, someone working, correspondence, then reading through things, getting passionate, and actually obtaining some sort of mystical energy here, some sort of temptation of power, right? It I don't have that person I knew over here, but I'll get him back. So the thing about it is, you probably want to paint because you, in the long run, get a lot more money by doing that. Now you could do your reason your job, right? But I do not like that path. It's the Glover and Glover path. You start by working and getting 2 coins, but you can get 3 coins, but it could take you like 90 seconds instead of 60 to work for those 2 coins. So overall you do get more money, but once the timer ticks down, it's hard to get the job back, and that card can actually vanish if you don't work it for 2 tick down cycles. Now if you actually kill your boss and then get promoted, then the fun thing about that, well, I maybe won't spoil it, but you probably have seen it in others. But I think this reminds me of stats on a video game. Your health stats, your other 2 stats like stamina and mana, right? Passion's probably health is health, right? Reason's probably stamina, and then mana's probably passion, right? So 3 stats, that's common. Now these fleeting reminiscence are pretty good to use with paintings, so I think I'll do that unless your passion rises. So I'm going to work. You do have 4 slots, like art or bread. I can employ passion to do the best work I can, or if I have reputation, I can paint something to win attention. See, the best work you can doesn't always pay the best, right? But a couple of passions here and there does not hurt anything. And the reputation, right, is always useful. Right? So there you go. And your inspiration. I really wish you could actually use your temptation as inspiration. But I have these. I have this. I also have erudition, glimmering, and contentment. All of these can be used for your temptation, right? which is nice. But contentment is fleeting, and some of these are pretty good for your ability, right? So as you're working, it's now time to study the correspondence. I did that before with the roleplay and finding Mordens, but directions to Moorlands. Moorlands is exactly where we need to go for the next section of the game once you've grind your stats. Once you grind your stats, right? Now, to dream, you probably shouldn't be dreaming right now. But now that the stats are ground up, you can dream with your temptation. You can dream with reason. Dreaming with one of these means nothing. It doesn't actually work. You can dream with health, which does almost nothing. You can dream with reason, which can give you dread. It would be funny if you got erudition by dreaming with reason, but you don't. So is there a reason to dream right now? Well, with passion you can, but I'm using passion. So apparently right now, no, there's no reason for me to dream. Oh yeah, you'll want to fast forward. I really wish there was a triple speed. Cultist sim gaming? Yes, Earl of Rats. Before, yesterday, I did a 2-hour stream, almost a 2-hour stream of a role play where I was role playing the character in this game. And it's really fun to do that. Now, since my stats are ground, I'm going to more so stream and show if you grind your stats first, the next thing to grind, I'm not saying you have to do any of this, but it makes your life a lot easier. Grind Moorlands to get every book possible, then grind the city to get every contact possible. And if you have everything possible before you even start with quests and cults and summonings, then you have the resources at your disposal to make your choices more meaningful. Because if you really are limited in the choices you have, you're limited in what you can do when you're just going around in circles. Do I know the game well? I knew the game well 2 years ago. Every time I look on GOG and there's an update for the game and there's a patch note, I was installing the patch. But I don't know what might have changed, although more achievements have been given. I was a lot higher in the achievement category, somewhere around 70%. Now I'm like 20%, because they kept adding achievements. And I think some of my achievements got erased, so I think I'll have to do more cults for that. Not that it matters. But, yes, your pause button's your friend, just like in FTL. Right? I'm not going to put money away. The detective is searching the trail of Mystique. But as long as I don't have notoriety, he'll get no evidence on me. Mystique is just conjecture and hearsay. Is absolutely not even enough for evidence. Ah, I found it. Yes. I found a location. Now, Moorland's shop is only temporary as a location. Yes. So, you could put that temporary location over here, maybe. And now that you have a location, you can explore it. Now, the occult scrap, I like the occult scraps. They give you locations, but I think since I lost the achievement, I think I want to start the cult of the 7 hidden histories, because it's one of the hardest cults to actually win the game with, because it's really difficult to get artifacts of high hidden knowledge. So there's that for you. Let's see. Do I study it? You can study it, but you need 2 of them, and it improves the occultist scrap. So I guess for right now it can't. You can search its location to get a location, but I won't do that just yet. I won't get locations until I have the resources. So let's see. Might want to move this over here a bit so that my cards come. These are temporary items. Passings of time. Actually, the passing of time can go up in the corner. It always is there, and it'll never stop. So I can do this and just put all the temporary icons here and all the permanent verbs here of work, dream, study. Search is one of my verbs. So that's a permanent verb. So I'll put it down here. There's one more, speak. So feel free to poke around and ask questions, because I'm more than willing to talk and answer. So let's see. I don't need all this glimmering because I don't have any high enough lore to improve my passion, reason, or health past 4. So I can't do that yet. What's your favorite sun? My favorite sun? What do you mean sun? Your favorite light? Well, I need more clarification on your question. My favorite sun. So Billy Boy showed up in the chat too. So we got guys in chat, guys. Um, not that I. This is a stream that you could fall asleep to. You watch it later and you hear the voice and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill and fall asleep to it. Like my role play. There are 3 suns that I know of. If they added those in the updates, then I'll have to uncover those. Because I played the game, like I said, other than yesterday's stream, I played the game only like 2 years ago. And so now, I really do want to see if any new cards pop up. So anyway, I can search Moorlands. I don't think the lore has changed much in the last 2 years. So DW. Favorite hour. Oh, favorite hour. Okay. The hour of, it's like, the passing of time. You've obviously got the seasons, right? So the upcoming season is the season of visions, right? Hour. Well, you've got the hour, the way, the forest, the spider door, things like that. Earl of Farts, other than being massively expanded. I don't have a favorite. I do have a favorite lore, though. See, I don't know what the 3 suns are just yet. I'll probably find those. That might be in a path. When you start a new game and you don't have anything saved permanently, you have to start as the aspirant, the easiest one. You don't get to do the dancer or the ghoul or all the other stuff until you beat the first one. And since I eliminated my saves to restart, I don't have that unlocked anymore, so I have to unlock it again. Egg in Splendor in Rags. I don't know. Let's see. So we're going to search. We're going to search Moorlands. We're going to put money into it to buy a book. This is probably what you should do. Ah, that music, that whistle. That usually means something's about to happen. Well, it does because I'm in the age of despair and it's looking for, dread. It won't find any. Okay, so study. I don't have anything to study. So no point to that. I could study health, but I don't need vitality. But, if I'm not studying anything at the moment, it might not hurt to have a vitality for 180 seconds. So why not? To dream? I don't have any passion. I think I'll dream with passion to start the lore. You can get a couple of these. You can get a couple of hidden histories in dreaming, but I don't think I can do that with the forest. I think you have to go higher than that. Okay. I really wish there was a triple speed option because this is actually highly annoying. I like the fleeting reminiscence. They're really good with painting. Yes. Oh, now it's the Age of Fascination. Fleeting reminiscence actually can be used with fascination to get rid of it. It used to be dread, but now fleeting reminiscence work too. Now you might say that's an old update, but it wasn't originally in the game. I did play it 2 years ago, and I think fleeting reminiscence worked back then too with an update. But it's nice to know that there's 2 ways to get rid of fascination and not just dread. Because actually, I have the forge path that does give you restlessness almost all the time during that season. So that's a thing. And restlessness is very useful, actually. Yes, it does give you dread, but it still is useful. Because you can dream on restlessness, too, to the door. 12? That's a lot. Oh, it probably gave me Glimmering and Mystique. But $3? Dude. Like, Zenzander here, I'm more in it for the mechanics rather than the lore. Right. So, me playing it, I'll show you the mechanics. Okay, Mystique, I'll just put this on and have infinite Mystique, These are temporary items here that will go away. Erudition, Glimmering, so much Glimmering. So much Glimmering you'll never need. I do have an Occult Scrap, so that's his Secret Histories. I'll put that there. And now I have Fleeting Reminiscence. And I have a lot of money. That's pretty good. Do I want to work? I could work with one passion and dream with the other and check it out. So, passion. Don't just work with direct passion. Always work with this. Yes. $3 is a lot for paintings. I got a lot of Mystique. I'd like to let the Mystique that has the lowest timer tick down. So I think I'll take the newest Mystique, and then maybe this one. There you go. And Inspiration, well, Fleeting Reminiscence is what I have the best of right now. Although, it does seem that... Oh, that's funny. What's funny? The sequel times... The sequel has times 6 speed. What sequel? There's Cultist Simulator 2? Because I didn't see that for sale. Inspiration. You can do Glimmering to get more Glimmering. That's usually a thing. Fleeting Reminiscence, I think, are pretty useful just to use. And there you go. So, I'm still searching. Mordens. I have found something noteworthy. So, Moreland's shop has given me this. The 6 Letters of Necessity. Warnings and confessions about the cost of the invisible arts, addressing to a student by the 17th century magus and reputed immortal, Julian Causely. Unique. Can only exist once. Well then, what do you know? It's called the Book of Hours. Same devs. Oh, I saw the Book of Hours. It's out. Yeah. But it's not called a simulator card game. It's more of a different type of story-driven narrative. I actually have it on my wish list. I may or may not be able to justify it, but I'm actually pretty poor right now. In the middle of a move, sucking up all my money. I don't have an employment right now, so it's kind of hard to justify a new purchase. Okay, so this can only exist once. But I'm studying. Why'd I study this? I don't know. I shouldn't have. But anyway, I have this. So let's go back to Moreland's. Buy another book. Yes. Okay, so dream. I can dream with passion. And I know this dream. The road crests a hilltop, and the air is silver bright. You can put lore in place to dream with. I'll do Cultist scrap. Why not? I wanna study this. But I'm halfway through this right now. It was a Book of Hours beta tester. I was a Book of Hours beta tester and have a lot of hours, pun intended, in both the games. Yes. Well, I was a beta tester for this game. That's why I have the Perpetual Edition. So any update that happens, I get for free. Because I was a supporter during its initial run. Which is cool. But it didn't come with the soundtrack. That's an extra purchase. Which is annoying because the deluxe edition comes with every expansion so far plus the soundtrack. And that gets me a little annoyed. I'm like, the Perpetual Edition? But the deluxe edition right now does not include any more DLC that will come out. But who knows? Alright. Sheesh. Big names here. Well, you know. We've beta tested this game, you know. Okay. Let's see. I'm not saying I'm anything special. I'm not going to put money into this. Aha, he's following the Mystique. Follow the Mystique all you want. As long as I don't have notoriety, I'm fine. You can hold your notoriety card, but I think they got rid of that mechanic where if you hold it, the detective can't grab it because you're holding it. But I don't know if they can grab it from your hand. I think they can now because that was an exploit. Have you played Apostle? No. No, I have not. Okay, so I got Vitality for whatever reason. I just said I might need it. Okay, so, Morelands. I found something noteworthy. Well, this looks like knife lore. On what is contained by silver? A bestiarity by Pomander. In Greek. So here, right? It's an aspect. You can auction it if you want. It's written in Greek. You must translate it. And it's a text. Yes. So there you go. So I have lore in some areas. I have texts that need to be translated in some areas, and I have books. You know, I'll sort this out when I get more of them, and I have a system of where I put shit. But right now there's so little of it, it doesn't matter. Okay, so search again. You've got to keep buying Moreland stuff. You have to buy Moreland out. You don't have to, but it's usually wise to do so because I think Moreland's bookstore can become your headquarters, and that's actually quite useful because having the library as your headquarters means you can always get free erudition, and erudition is one of the most annoying aspects to collect in this game. because you can get glimmering through work. You can get glimmering through dreaming sometimes. Sometimes erudition is very hard to get naturally because you have to study to get it, and it's annoying. So having free erudition is one of my favorite headquarters. Although it's great when your headquarters provides you free dread as well. Dread is a stat that if you don't have the right temptation, you won't always be able to get it with restlessness. And sometimes you need dread. It's a resource that you can consume in certain things. Let's see. Apostle is the run you get after a regular victory. Oh yeah, that's right. I've actually done a lot of the runs. Like I said, the dancer and the aspirant and the I've done a lot of the runs. But I reset the progress, so I don't have it anymore. Okay. I did the one where you have to get a bunch of body scars. You have to have like 6 health and get like 5 body scars, and that's a very difficult path to complete. I did it. It was hard. All right. Library of Headquarters is my preferred. Yes, the other ones, like the ones that give you free dread and stuff, is very useful too. Like I said, that one I sometimes pick that one because I don't like trying to farm dread or fascination. You can get free fascination, or you can get free dread sometimes by dreaming on reason, and you can get free fascination by going into the manses with certain, but it's random. You got like a third chance to get it, so it's a bit annoying. But yes, I will start this 30 seconds. Now I can study. So I shall study. This is in Greek. I can't read it, but I can read this one, the 6 letters of necessity, right? So I can study that one. It's probably going to give me some Forge lore, which is fine, right? All right, well, my passion's being used. I have all of my verbs being used. You can get dread from the highest tier reason skill. Oh, when you have 5 reason. When this skill pumps up one more. Okay, that's how to get free dread. Okay, that's fine. But to get 5 of those is going to be a lot more difficult. I need more lore first. Okay, so everything's working itself out. So 30, 40, 50. Aha, fleeting reminiscence. Oh, it's the Age of Sickness. That's why I wanted Vitality. Because that's coming up. So I need to save my dreams for that. So I don't have to pay money. Alright. I made one fund. Not necessarily the best for that, because I'm using my money to buy books. I did get contentment. I got 4 mystique. That's a lot of mystique. And some fleeting reminiscence with vitality. So I'm not going to dream again. But I will keep painting. It's one of the most lucrative, other than completing the people's requests to get currency of the occult, and to auction those off gets you quite a bit of money. You mostly just need the erudition. LL books. Yeah. Reading books and studying reason is the only way to get erudition. Sometimes it pops up for free too. You get that lantern thing, it pops up one free erudition, but that's rare. That doesn't happen that often. Okay, so. Oh, I need 3 more seconds for the passion. I don't need it, but I would prefer it. Okay, there we go. Passion. Mystique. There you go. I've got way too much mystique. The detective will never not be searching for this. I can if I just keep doing labor for like 6 cycles. He'll run out and go away, but I don't really care as long as I don't have a lot of notoriety. Notoriety is useful, though, in some cases. You can paint with it, which locks it up. And painting with notoriety generates more notoriety. I one time had 6 notorieties on the board. That was difficult to deal with, let me tell you. I was always painting with 4 of them, trying to juggle 2 of them. And I'm like, oh god, how do I get rid of this? Trying to use my summons to get rid of notoriety. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it generated second notoriety. So I was like, fuck. I wasn't even part of the Moth occult, so I had to find someone with Moth or a summons with Moth. Like the, I think the Winter Lady has Moth as well as Cold, I think. And she's really good at getting rid of evidence. And I was like, okay, let's throw that in there. I think, if that's the one I'm thinking of. Okay, so 20 seconds, 30, that's 50 seconds, 60 seconds. It takes longer than that. Oh, that's right, Morden's shop. This looks like winter lore. Yes. A collection of poetry. Oh, that just gives you glimmering. You study it to get 1 free glimmering lessons learned. In the original game, you could get infinite collections of poetry. It didn't give you the something, 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 like Dark Side, that one book. It would, but you could get more collections of poetry. I know. In the reusable, when you study occult lore and get the revisitable locations, you could get more collections of poetry. And by studying those directly in the old build, gave you passion directly. So you actually could farm passion like 8, 9. It was ridiculous. I'm glad they limited that a bit. But a collection of poetry is a book that I don't need to read, but it gives you a direct lessons learned. So it's half the time, well, a third of the time for a lesson learned because you don't have to get two glimmerings. But I get glimmering just by painting. But you don't have to study to get lesson learned first. You can do it directly by studying without glimmering. So collecting your books of poetry, you might just want to auction them off later. You might get one, you might get two out of it. So this is a book that I don't actually intend to study, at least not for a while. So I can kind of put it over in the corner of my thoughts over here because I don't really need it. It's just not really that useful. So we got to go back. We got to spend all of our money. This is why you want to grind first and get money because it's going to cost you like $50 to get all of. Does Moreland have 20, 30 books? Maybe not 50. Yeah. Gives you your initial lore. One of my favorite things is starting as the bright young thing. Oh, yeah. The Voyages of Femishung book to get easy. The bright young thing gets like $3 every cycle just for free. But then his father dies and he no longer gets his allowance. So then he has to do jobs. But it does set you up a lot with money initially. I remember that. Don't get me started on King Crucible and how it was supported. King Crucible to summon the summon. Oh, Jesus Christ! To learn how to summon these guys. I like the guy who teaches you Deep Speak. I think that's him, King Crucible. But you have to learn Fushin first. Like, you have to know Fushin. And the one lady teaches you Fushin, but you have to know Sanskrit first. And to get Sanskrit, you have to have Greek, right? So you get Latin, Greek, Sanskrit, Aramaic, Fushin, and then Deep Speech. Like, dude, you're just freaking weird, you know? But yeah, but those summons work way better on missions than any one of your occult members. When you have like and Knife, and Winter pushes off the curse, so you really want that. So the Lady and King Crucible are really good people to throw in there because they give you 4 stats that are almost irrefutably necessary for almost every mission. My favorite is to throw Lock in there or Key because that'll open up any door, Lantern or Lock. Like High Lantern or High Lock opens up almost anything. You can also get them from Expeditions. Don't you mean expeditions? Yeah, I think so. The rituals to summon them, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in this game. Okay, so mechanics. You came here for the mechanics, so let's do more mechanics. Okay, so I've got everything going at the moment. Okay, I'm studying that book. I'll get some lore. Aha, I'm dreaming. Nothing happened in this dream. I just got Hersauce Nightmare. Down I go. Oh, it's going to give me dread and the occult scrap, maybe. But I have to dream with lore. Either you dream with lantern, or you dream with something else to go into the ways. Yeah, you don't dream with passion. Dreaming with passion is another mechanic that I'm doing. Aha. So I dreamed. I got free dread. Not that I wanted it, but I got it. And look, I don't have contentment anymore. It went away. Ooh, but I love the subtle fractures. A 6th level. Clouds part, walls creak, old wounds ache. A 6th order influence. Significant resonance or... I love this when I'm doing lock. I know it's not called lock, but I call it lock. I love getting these. These are extremely important for upgrading your cultist to level 2. Subtle fractures are my favorite. Next are, of course, Fleeting Reminiscence to get rid of Fascination, but I love these guys. I try to keep them as long as I can, even though there's no real need to. I still love it. Do you prefer the last or the second last Glover and Glover job? If you do Glover and Glover too much, you retire. The game's over. But I don't mind killing off the older Glover and working for the younger Glover, and I don't mind getting promoted to the board to get 3 per cycle just to work, and you don't have to work but every 180 seconds, which helps you summon at least 1 or 2 times or paint if you need notoriety. So there is a use in that. I like it. But it's annoying because you first have to have cultist or summons to get rid of the older Glover, and you get a lot of notoriety for that, and you get a corpse. So it's really difficult to get rid of that if you're not prepared for it. Okay, but it is nice. I just don't prefer it. I like to try to do stuff without going to the office job. It's just a personal preference of mine. But yes, I have done that path before. Um, the last Glover and Glover when you're on the boardroom is pretty useful because you can, like I said, you can do your summons and you can do other things that require work without worrying about your job ticking down. But the Glover and Glover job is something you have to juggle all the time in the game if you want to keep it. And I don't really like doing that because you can always work labor job, day labor, and you can always work your passion. So to have your work on a timer is annoying. Just like real life. I wonder if I can dream with a subtle fracture, actually. But I want to dream with this ill that's coming up with my vitality. And I won't have the subtle fracture, but I can paint with it. I'm not going to put funds into it, but I will paint with it next time. Keep it around for a bit. I'm not dreaming. I'm waiting on this for my vitality. Like I said, it never hurts to have a free vitality point. And, okay, here we go. I got erudition. Reading books gives you erudition. I don't really need erudition right now. Sad as that is. I like keeping it, but I don't really need it. Aha! I found something noteworthy. So what book did we find this time? This looks like Grail lore. The libretto of a lost opera concerning the contest between Apollo and Marsyas and its tragic outcome. The librettist is identified only by their initials, RK and JL. Yes. So do I study it? Yes, I do. And it doesn't have it in different language, so I got 2 Smith secrets. I can study those and upgrade it. I might not want to, though. There's a reason for that. Because you might want to use them in the esoteric lore chain to pump up another lore. So I like to get all of the lore before I decide on what I want to pump up and make my cult. So right now, I'll just let the lore build, okay? Because the mechanics of the lore are specific to what you're going for. If you don't know what you're going for, sure, blindly search for things, no problem, have fun, explore, experiment. But I know what I want to do. Either it's going to have to be Grail or Lantern this time because I don't have the achievements unlocked. Even though I've done those victories before, well, I've done... Those don't have anything to do with victory, but I've done those cults before. Lantern's fine. High-level lore Lantern is fine, and high-level lore... I don't like Grail because I don't like the feast. It freaks me out. The hungers. First, it's hungers of sexual fetishes. Then it's hungers of... I can't remember the second one. Then it's hungers of the feast. You're actually eating people. It's like your hungers just keep evolving, and it just creeps me the fuck out. I don't like it, but I have to do it to get the achievement, but I won't like it. So I might do Lantern, because that's actually pretty easy. Lantern lights the way through a lot of the doors. If you have like 12th level lore, or even 14th level lore, you can light your way through almost any maze. But that's why I like Lock so much, because Lock will open up any door. Level 12 Lock, I believe, opens every single door, even the spider door, where you don't need to break the mirror and use a token to repair it. You don't need to do that with the spider door, or the sacrifice, where you always have to kill someone to get into the spider door. You don't have to do that if you have the highest level Lock lore. You can just bust open the door because you know how it. Achievement hunting sucks due to love stuff. Yeah, I don't like doing if you know someone, now's the time to rekindle. You can't really do that with the initial aspirant. You have to do that with a different path. Like your lover. Maybe you can do it with this one, but I don't like it. It's also not for me because I think a cultist is supposed to be solidarity. He's not supposed to be with lovers. But I guess it does matter with the Grail because you and your lover can share the eternal feast of the sticky fruits that you'll never grow old by. But those fruits definitely contain soul energy and body parts, and I don't want to eat them. It's disgusting. I don't like things that are gross. And I definitely don't like things that are very macabre. But this whole game is macabre because it deals with death and the occult, but at least it's subtle macabre. I don't like physical macabre stuff. That's the peacock door. Oh, the peacock door with the mirror, yes. The spider door is to kill someone. Yes. No, but there's like a separate achievement for every follower love stuff. Ugh. I know, because you can court your followers. That's going to suck to achievement hunt that. because you can't save scum it. You can if you save your temporary file in the app data folder and then reload it. Yes, I don't. It's annoying to do that. Yes. Okay. Anyway, I need to go back to Moreland, so I'm losing money. I only have 8. Right. You might have to calm down once you get below 5 funds. But other than that, let's go back. That's why I'm not using funds for painting. Okay, so do I study this book? Yes. I need the lore. Yes. Do I dream? I can dream with a subtle fracture. I can dream with dread. I don't really want to. If I get contentment through painting, I'll just dream it away. But I have no passion. So the only thing I can dream with is reason or dread. But I don't have contentment, so dreaming with dread is pointless. I don't want to dream with reason, because I'll get more dread. Oh, wait a minute. I have contentment here. I have a piece of contentment. No, that's not contentment. Yeah, it is. I still have contentment. Oh, okay. But I was trying to save that dream. But dread can be... afflictions will last 180 seconds. My vitality will last over 60 seconds. Therefore, I actually can dream away my dread. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Just to get rid of it, and I still can dream away my sickness without getting an ailment. But that ailment is actually needed for some victories, where you have to be decrepit. You can solve decrepitness with a ritual, but you need a person to sacrifice. And that's usually when you have all the people in the city, and you just get a nameless person. Like the little question mark with the hood. Those are the people you use for that. You don't want to use your permanents. Okay, so I'm going to dream away my dread. My fracture is about ready to go away. My fleeting reminiscence is here. Erudition, whatever. I'm dreaming. Okay, I'm doing everything. Whoa. I love my subtle fractures, though. They're my favorite. Yep, now I'm sick. Now it's time to dream away after we dream. Yes. Okay, 11. I got $3! My recent work is considered significant. I may yet earn a living from this, but nothing is certain. Yes. $3. Fantastic. You get glimmering, man. You get way too much glimmering. Contentment. Mystique. Lots of mystique, always. Because I used up 2 and I get more. Alright. I got 2 extra mystique out of that. And of course, my passion is exhausted. Alright. But you don't have to do it one at a time. I just felt like doing it at that time. Okay, so my verbs. Okay, you can work with your health, but it's not usually wise. I think you can actually work... You can't work with your affliction, but if you work with your health directly, you might get an injury. And that's actually difficult to work out. But do I dare work with passion again? Yeah, I need money. I don't have a cult to do, so let's paint away and use my subtle fracture. Here's passion. Here's the mystique. Well, you're the highest timer, so I'll just use you. And you're also the highest timer, so I'll use you. What's my inspiration? A subtle fracture. Yeah, this should have an impact. A mood piece. Why, yes, it does. Oh, man. Okay, so I want to go faster. Yes. Okay, anyway, I have found something noteworthy. Another book of poetry. Well, again, I don't need a bunch of glimmering lessons learned at the moment. So it'll just go up there with the rest of them. I think there might be 3 or 4 natural books of poetry more in the shop before you run out of them. But you can get them on missions. I know you can. I've gotten a few of them on the low-level missions. So they're just up there. Nah, it's kind of a waste of money. Search. Well, I have $9 again because I just sold a picture for 3. So now it's time to search away and use my funds to fund my hobby. Okay, so I have all my verbs using. Yes. I need to dream. Okay, to paint is 30 seconds. To put money in is 20 seconds. That's 50 seconds. It's always 5 seconds wrap up. So that's 55 seconds to paint. But there's also other brief seconds if you get like an inspired work, right? Like this is 10 seconds. So 30, 20, 10 seconds. That's 60 seconds. So it can take longer than 60 seconds to actually work. Okay, so the dream has now given me a fleeting reminiscence, and I don't have any more dread. I have studied the book, and it wasn't Grail. It was Matters of the Heart, yes. But the Matters of the Heart are tempted by the pleasures of the Grail, and the pleasures of the Grail are fleeting like that of the moth. I know the esoteric rule set. And the moth is attracted to the flame and dies. But the flame cannot, the lantern, but the lantern cannot compare to the forge in which it was made. But the blade survives the forge and becomes tempered. Therefore, blade beats forge. But the blade becomes brittle in winter. Therefore, winter beats blade. And winter can only be conquered by the warmth of the heart. And now we're back to heart. I know the rules, man. I've played this game a lot. Okay, and I actually did a video on YouTube about Cultist Simulator. We Can Win This Cultist Simulator. I used to do We Could Win This. I don't do them anymore. They take way too much time. On the White. Yes, I remember that one. That's winter lore. Solomon Husher writes, perhaps allegorically, of winter and its long, slow, doomed romance with the sun. The epigraph is sunset at noon. It could only exist once. Well, I can study it. I certainly should. And I can go back to Moorlands because I have over 5 funds. So let's go back to Moorlands. Ah, don't go there. There you go. So it takes half a minute to go to Moorlands. It takes a minute to research anything. But sometimes a book will require extra erudition. Lore, actually. Combining lore requires extra erudition or passion or, whatever. More reason is needed. That's why it's annoying. Okay, dreams. What can I dream about? Lantern. That'll get me into the ways. But, or the Mantis, I guess. But I could also dream with the Smith lore or the Heart lore. But I have an affliction. I told you. I didn't forget. So we'll dream that away. And I have all this mystique. Detective, just keep following the trail. You're fine. 30 seconds. 5 seconds. Aha, fleeting reminiscence. Yes. Yes, indeed. Aha, 11. Well, I only got 1 fund. So it paid for itself, basically, with a subtle fracture. I got a lot of mystique out of the deal. I've got glimmering, which I'll never need well, at least not right now. A book of poetry gives you glimmering lessons learned. A collection of essays gives you erudition lessons learned. So those things also you want to keep in case you need lessons learned real quick. So that's another more game mechanic if you're here for the game mechanic. I mostly just need the erudition LL books, yes. So, do I paint again? Of course, I need money. So, I've got 1 passion. I've got 2 passions ticking down, but I've definitely got... I could use 2 passions next time. But we'll use that with the mystique. Wait. It's 1 millisecond. It's 1 centisecond off, so you can't combine them. Okay, well then. Yes. Well, just put these in here. Got 3 of those and 1 of those. And okay, and what's my inspiration? Well, let's just do a subtle fracture again. I want to keep it. I don't need it. I just want it. It's my favorite lore. Unlocking doors. Of course, hidden lore histories is my second favorite lore. And hidden book, I call it book. It is not related to the esoteric circle, which is why it's one of the hardest cults to actually, work at. Because you have to manually bump this up, and it's not easy. It just takes a long time. Yes. And nobody likes doing it. Aha, I have found something noteworthy. You usually do. I found the Orchid Transfer Configurations, Volume 2. A 16th century alchemic fever dream, attributed to Robert Flood, frequently banned for the disturbing allures of its illustrations. This is in original Latin. Thus I can't read it. I must translate. So Greek and Latin translations must be here, yes. So occult scraps, translations, things of that nature. Yes. Glimmering, erudition. Well, the job's not done, and I still have over 5 funds. So I will continue to buy my books. And I can't read this one yet without... You can get 2 translation guides in Moorlands. You can get Latin and Greek through buying the auction books. But you can learn Greek through one of the people if you do the people route before the book route. You can learn the translation of Greek. I think you can learn Latin and Greek and Fushing through people, actually. But it's difficult to do that when you don't have resources at your disposal. Okay. Okay. So 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Again, 50 seconds just for all that. So painting actually slower. It's just you're hoping to get more than $1 per cycle, right? Because look, now it's 10 seconds. I can see the flaws, but I can see the end. Or I have not shirked. It's either I can see the flaws, but I can see the end, or I have not shirked. I'm not sure which is better. I think I have not shirked is better. But sometimes after I've seen the flaws, but I can see the end, you get something noteworthy, and you get that one extra half a second in there. But you never know, right? So that's 60 seconds right there. I have not shirked. But this is another 5 seconds, so 65 seconds to work. So painting takes longer. Okay, so I dreamed. I get my health back. Yay me. I studied the book. I get a Sexton's Secret. Yes, a level 2 winter lore. A certain knowledge, it said, can be expressed only through the particular quality of silence that has been suggested. You can get more Sexton's Secrets. They're not unique, actually. It's just it only can read such knowledge. Well, it's lore, so lore is never unique. But I mean, you can get them directly. Use Interwrite with a corpse, and Edge, and the corpse will rise. You get a ghoul that way, which I might do that just to demonstrate it. Okay, so if you want to do them in order, I'm missing Blade, but right here, do I want to do this lore? Do I want to do Heart or do I want to do Grail? Well, I don't have the Grail achievement unlocked, so I think I'll have to do it. But all right. Anyway, Blade will go here. Edgelord. 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 He's an Edgelord. It'll go here. Before Forge, it'll be Lantern. Before Lantern, it'll be Moth. Okay. So that'll be the order. Okay, so what do we study? Well, I can't study the 2 books I can't read. Not yet, anyway. But I did get another book. Right? This is on the white? No, it's the Venice's Conundrum. This is Moth lore. Nico van Dijk describes odd events in Vienna, the disappearance of children, epidemics of parasitic activity, animal mutilations, nightmares of worms, the activities of charitable organizations, the new legions that fund the burial. And actually, I don't really know what a legion is. I must look that word up. The funds of the burial of the poor. She proposes particular connections between these activities. I guess we'll have to study that book. Yes. And we have over 5 funds, but we're getting close. We're at 6, and time is ticking down. I'm going to be at 4 funds after I buy another book. I must chill for a minute after that. Yes. Do we dream? Do we dare dream? I can dream with passion, but I don't have any inspiration with the Lord, but let's dream with passion. And my lore. Well, I can also dream with an occult scrap. But they're all level 2 lores. They're all low-level lores. Why don't I just dream with a Smith's Secret and see what happens? Probably nothing. But I know that you need to dream with Lantern, okay, to get actually in the ways. Or the Mansis. Aha! Oh, overexposure. I got $1 and 1 overexposure, which turns into money in 1 second. Contentment, sure. Mystique, okay. Time to work again. Yes, I got 6 funds again, and I'm about ready to get 5 funds. So, yes, indeed. Can we work with passion? Actually, I'd like to work with that, but I'm going to wait 5 more seconds for this to tick down. Okay, there we go. Work. This. 2 passions. Do the best work I can. 94, 94, 34, 3 of those. Well, let's just use these then. How is your cult? I haven't started it yet. Because I'm actually grinding the lore first, then I have to grind the people. Once I do all that, I'll start the cult. And I think the cult's going to have to be Grail this time just to unlock the achievement. Although I don't like Grail cult. I like Secret Histories, which maybe I'll do Secret Histories instead of Grail, because I don't have that achievement unlocked either. Like I said, I've done all these in the past, but before they added the achievements for all these things. Or my achievements got erased. Either one. Because GOG doesn't get achievements as fast as Steam does. I've noticed. And I have the GOG version. Good drink. Okay. So all the timers are ticking down here. Again, I love my subtle fraction. Wait, I forgot to put my inspiration in there. Yeah, subtle fraction. I should explore the subtle fracture because you can do that. I used to love subtle fractures because you can explore them. And when you explore them, you can get things like contentment, long walks at night, clear cobwebs. Sometimes you can get fascination, which subtle fracture can get you, I think, fleeting reminiscence as well. So it helps with fascination. It can get you. Is that everything? Yeah, exploring subtle fractures are useful. Um, Hello, Mr. Streamer. Yes, I forgot to read your first line. But I will start the cult. I'm basically showcasing mechanics of grinding before we actually start all the cool stuff in the game. Okay, so I have found something noteworthy. I found this. This might be a relic of some kind. There actually are 2 books in the game that are actually implements of themselves. Like the book itself is an artifact. Samuel Savage's satirical comedy on the intrigues of a line of ailing but cunning John Soane, his mistress, Mavelin, her lover, Leo, and the upstart, Corvino. See, I really want to know what these fictional plays and things are. I'm interested in the expansion of this. Because to be creative with writing is one thing, to like have a synopsis, but to actually write the play would be interesting. But you really would have to hire historians and playwrights, good ones, to make a fictional play. Like commissioning them wouldn't be cheap. But I think it'd be well worth it. Just the money's not there, but it's still fun. Now, studying, I'm already studying right now. I have 5 funds. Not something I want to keep buying now. Oh, I have 1 fund here. 6 funds. Because that was overexposure. Okay, fine, I have 6 funds. I'll buy another book. Can't do anything with these yet. Technically, occult scrap is lore itself. So you could put that down here. Right? This and Locke could be the next 2 because they're not part of the circle. Locke is actually in the circle. Anything combined with Locke produces Locke. It's not called Locke, but I just call it that. Okay, but these are books I need to read. I need to study. I can travel at night. Okay, fine. Let's go buy another book because I still have the funds. Yes. Maybe use the forbidden art of AI. No. I don't like that. I don't like AI. I'm a teacher. Students try to use that shit all the time to write their essays. And sorry, but I don't do that. I make them write their essays in class. I give them like 40 minutes of class time and say, you're going to start writing your rough draft. Then you're going to turn it into me. And I'm going to read them. And the next day I'm going to give them back to you and you're going to keep writing. I can't trust people anymore to write essays at home because of the advent of these auto-complete story things with AI that nobody knows how to write anymore. So I have to make them exercise that. And that makes me a good teacher, not one that just wants to get a paycheck and get the students to pass the course. They need to learn these skills. That's the whole point of education. Not to get an A in the class. Yes, but I understand what you mean by that. But you really can't use it on its own. You gotta pull from your brain. You gotta be creative. AI is not creative. AI is logical. It uses logical if-then statements for sentences and structure, and then it uses links with verbs and vocabulary to try and make a cohesive story, but it isn't creative. It's logical. It's logical deduction of definitions. So without creativity, it lacks soul, which means it just isn't worth my time to read. I have used ChatGPT enough to know when it is used. It has some idioms that always give it away. Good. Okay, I need to study, but I can't right now. So we're just going to have to let the timers tick out. You get more books than you can study. That's actually true. It takes longer to read a book than it does to go out and buy one. Yeah. See, look at that. 10 seconds from 20 to 30, so 60 seconds. You always got to get more money or you're going to be screwed. Oh, there's that 5 extra seconds. This is something special. So 65 seconds. Okay, so I studied this. Ah. The Vienna's conundra. The Viennas. Medusa's riddles, then, I choose to render as what is not seen. There is another riddle, one I have heard rendered as what may be lost. I will delineate some historic attempts to answer it. These are in themselves, in some sense, sacrifices. Yes. So I got moth as an influence. So forge, flame. Moth is going to be here because lantern has to be here. Right here. And then lantern, then forge, then knife, then, yeah, so, like, it would have to be here. Study. Well, I have to study this. Might get free erudition while reading books, but that's random. That's like what a... I don't know what the odds are, but it feels like your odds are no greater than, like, 1/4. I have a feeling it's probably 1 in 32. That's just because that's a common thing with video games, to get 1 in 2, 1 in 4, 1 in 8, 1 in 60, and 1 in 32, right? Very common. Because powers of 2 are very easy for programs to use. So anyway, because binary, right? Okay, so glimmering, whatever. I'm still working. 65 seconds. I got $5. Hopefully I'll get some money. Okay, I searched and got... Ah, yes! I have found something noteworthy. Kunar and Greth. Osifrishish Grammatic der Gudesinkink. A Greek grammar, essential weapon to struggles with the challenging Greek language. I have the Greek. I have the Greek book, so I can study that and get the Greek. I can study this and get the Greek. Yes, I will do that. That's my next study. So I can actually then read this book. Wait, is it this book? Yeah, Greek, green. Yeah. So of course I need to translate it, which takes double the time because you got to translate it first and then you got to read the text. Okay, so I've got 5 funds and almost soon to be 4 funds. I need to chill out on buying books. I would like to search the subtle fracture. I can also search a fleeting reminiscence, I think. Yeah, you can search this if you want. This is also game mechanics, if you guys are still watching. My thoughts will wander, and I will follow. Old emotions will come to roost. So this is a moth and a hidden lore. You might get a scrap, but you never know. You never know, right? I kind of want to dream with the subtle fracture to get inside, but I got 3 funds. Beautiful. That's great. That's beautiful. It's a gigantic machine. Oh, it's a gambling machine. Yeah. Yes, it is. To search locations, it's totally a gambling machine. You never know. Oh, and for erudition, yeah, if by reading books, you might get it, you might not. So my subtle fracture is going to go away, sadly. I can paint with it again. I mean, why not, right? I still have passion. Wait, am I dreaming with passion? Yes. To try and enter the ways. Okay, so I was wondering where my 4th passion went. I'm like, okay, yeah, there it is. You can permanently lose stats. I don't think you can permanently lose reason. But I know you can lose a passion because you can convert. Oh, this is how you get infinite health. At least back in the old days. You could get infinite books of poetry. You could get infinite passion. And then you convert passion to reason. Because you can do that. And you can convert reason to passion. So there was a way to get infinite reason through infinite passion, through infinite books of poetry. Can't do that anymore. You still can convert your stats, but you can't do it as easily. And there aren't infinite books of poetry. There might be. But I don't know if it works the same way because you need erudition lessons learned, or glimmering lessons learned. It isn't the same. It ain't the same. You don't just get them directly. I miss the old system. That was so easy to just get tons of stats. I have like 8 health. I actually think I had 9 health once. 9 health, 7 reason, 6 passion. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm never going to run out. And you could always get more. Not anymore. I'm fine with not anymore. I'm fine with limited. Okay, so look at all this mystique. Glimmering, yes. Contentment, yes. I think you can't walk with contentment, but you might get it when you search for nothing in particular. Okay, let's paint again with some passion. And I have a lot of mystique here. Now, the timers on these I really want to run down. But there's 3 of them. Okay, fine, I'll use them. Because it's 3 in a set. What's my inspiration? Well, a subtle fracture, of course. I just want to keep it. I want to keep it close to me. Makes me happy. Dreaming. A profound and restful sleep. Tonight I will dream of. Yes. I didn't use lantern, so I'm not probably going to get into the mansis, but yeah. I just got vitality from that. Dreaming with Forge Lore, low-level Forge Lore, is just going to give you some vitality, which is nice. It's not necessary, but nice. Nice, yeah. Do I dream about anything else now? Well, I'm showing mechanics off, So dreaming with Smith's Secret might get you vitality. I'm not sick yet, so I don't need to dream that away. You can dream with Winter and get Dread. Let's dream with Occult Scraps and see what happens. But I don't have any passion right now to dream with. I can only dream with Reason or Health. Dreaming with Health almost does nothing. But since I have so much of it, I can dream with Health. Oh, but you can't put down a focus when you dream with Health. There's another mechanic for you. I forgot about that. I don't remember everything. But there you go. That's if you dream with Health, you usually get nothing. Okay, I got Dread. I searched that Rupture, and I didn't Rupture. I searched the I got Dread out of that. So you can get Dread. Oh, and I just started dreaming because I have Contentment here, and that's the problem. I could use it, but it's gonna tick down. I might be able to paint with it and keep its timer from going down to 0. Should I explore Moorlands again? Yeah, probably, because I have 7 funds. Okay. Now, the Contentment might actually tick down before I can use it, considering how painting works. Oh, there we go. I love it when you get these. This is coming out better than usual. That usually means a lot more Mystique, a lot more Contentment, Glimmering, or more money. Yeah. 10 seconds. Might do it. Might be able to keep this. Oh, nope. 5 seconds. Oh, wait. Maybe. Just maybe. And Pursuit Savage, Humors of a Gentleman. The play is scabrous and occasionally hilarious. I don't know what scabrous means. Again, some of these words. The characteristics are contrary and capricious. I know what that word means. Many of the more resonant lines might well be formulae of power, disguised in plain sight. Yes, of course. There we go. Now I've got Lantern. So I can put my Lantern lore that trumps Moth lore right there. Now this, I got $2. It paid for itself and then some, which is good. Okay, so I can't search the Subtle Fracture. Well, actually I can. Maybe I'll show you guys just to search for it. So, to dream. Well, actually, I have to paint with the Contentment so I can get rid of the Dread. Oh, but I got 2 more Contentments right here from painting. I'm fine. Fine. Okay, I got Glimmering. Like I said, when you paint, you get these resources, but it's not guaranteed. It's just you might get them. And Glimmering, you're never shy if you keep painting, I swear. All these temporary cards just burn away. Well, I have Passion, but it hasn't ticked down yet. So you see, not only does it take 65 seconds for me to paint, it's now going to take an extra 3 to 5 seconds for the Passion. So, you got to make more than 1 per painting, or you do lose money. I used to start with grinding stats, but always died of poverty or sadness. You got to know how to work the system, man. First, do health, so you don't have to worry about sickness. Then do Passion. You won't die of poverty, because by working and getting this thing up, you work every 45 seconds. You'll never die of poverty. Yes, studying your Passion and working with it gives you 2 Glimmerings. That gives you your first painting skills. So, Okay, so if I'm going to do this again, do I wait it out? I don't have any Passion, but I have so much Mystique. I don't know if that's wise to do, just for Mystique without any Passion. But let's just give it a try. What is my... I want to actually search the Subtle Fracture. You can paint with Contentment. You can paint with Dread. But I'm going to dream that away. And I don't need this for it. You can actually paint with Glimmering, but I'm going to paint with the Subtle Fracture. Well, to keep the timer from going down. There's 3 seconds left on this. But nah, I still have 3 seconds. I don't need to keep it. I can use Vitality as inspiration. your own body, your own invigoration. I want to search subtle fracture. Actually, you can do this. This is a trick. Game mechanics. Put the thing in there so the timer doesn't tick down. Study? Yeah, I want to study Greek. And now when this happens, as soon as this location comes available... Oh, I just got one of these. Nice. Now you have add to your library. I found something noteworthy. Compiled by Hosti Tasman from oral traditions in rural, that's a hard word to say, rural, in rural Persia. It's just an aspect text. So we can study that. Well, yes, we can. And I can search. So now this timer was being, so I can actually search the subtle fracture. If I take it out of this, I can actually explore a subtle fracture. Actually, you can't? I thought for sure you could explore the subtle fracture. I remembered wrong. Maybe you could at one point. I swear you could have explored that. I honestly, maybe they changed it and took it away. I feel sad now. Okay, well, you can explore Fleeting Reminiscence, though. Always. And I have $8, though. So maybe I should not worry about that and keep buying delicious books. Yes. All of this is going to go away. I have my dream. Oh, the hook. I'm about to get restlessness. Yes. Because the forge victory for that is, yeah. Okay, so I used to start. How do you die from? I know how to die from poverty. It's an achievement, actually. You run out of money, and then you get sick, and then you just die because you're decrepit. Yeah. I've done it before. I did it on purpose. Actually, I didn't do it on purpose once. Then the next time I did it on purpose. Money? No. Dream? No. Okay. Dread? Contentment? My dream... Uh-oh. No, my dream is there. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, there it is. Restlessness. Must paint with restlessness. It will become dread. I have a lot of contentment, though. But, okay, here we go. I dreamt with health and got contentment. That's like a 1 in 3 chance. Dude, I don't even care about dread. Okay, dream on dread with my beautiful contentment of 30 seconds. Yes, wonderful. Let's get rid of some dread. And even if this restlessness goes to dread, I could paint with the contentment. But painting with restlessness just makes it go away. Okay, everything is there. I have found something noteworthy. The skeleton songs. That might be Grail. Poems of greedy delight. Yes, definitely. Composed by the possible pseudonym. By the possibly pseudonymous. It's supposed to be pseudonym. But pseudonymous. I know what that means. It's a fake name. It's a nom de plume. But still. By this possible fake name, Arabely Dusk, the rumored Harris turned madam turned poetress. She was an heir that turned to a madam that turned to... Okay, well, you know, you never know these things. Let's just grab that book. Is it written in Latin, though? No, you can read it. Okay, that's fine. I got $6, but tick's gonna go down, so I might want to explore something else temporarily. You can explore the occultist scrap for a location. You can just go for long nights with cobwebs for health, explore with health. You can also explore Fleeting Reminiscence. See what happens. All right? My thoughts will wander, and I will follow. Old emotions will come to roost. So you get this. Where we go. Right? And so see if Fleeting Reminiscence actually does anything, you know. Dreaming with Forge was good for vitality, but nothing much else. All right? If you're not ready, that's why I say grind the stats first, because if you're not ready for this game, your health will be your downfall. I earned $1 by painting. That did not pay for itself at all. I used my subtle fracture. It's going to go away. I forgot how I got that, actually. I dreamt on something. Anyway, let's paint with restlessness. It could go to dread, but See, I have this will go to dread before this contentment goes away, and if I have dream available, which I won't. Dream is 39.9. This contentment is 39.8. So if I don't paint with this contentment, it will go away. If I paint with the contentment, then this turns to dread, and I have to dream again. So honestly, it's better just to paint with restlessness and let contentment go away. There's game mechanics for you. Use notoriety to paint easy. Yes, but I don't have any. And that guy's been hitting up my mystique so long. Yes, if you paint with notoriety, you get a lot of money. If you paint with lore, you can get a lot of money. But you will get notoriety with that, and then you can paint with notoriety. Yes, that's actually an interesting game mechanic, because you can lock up. But if you paint with notoriety, it sometimes generates more notoriety. And the only way to get rid of notoriety is with moth, right? And I don't have a lot of moth lore right now, so it's probably not a good idea. Although it is an idea. It just might not be a good one. I've got a lot of passion. Passion is the best work you can make, right? And then Mystique. Which is the highest? Oh, right there. And what's your inspiration? Restlessness. This should have an impact. Yes. The subtle fracture will go away. Again, I'm sorry guys, but I swore you could search a subtle fracture in the city. I think the game mechanics literally changed. Because I will put my reputation to say that I believe you at one point could search a subtle fracture. You get rid of evidence with moth. You get rid of notoriety with heart. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. But I don't have high heart lore either. I've got level 2. It's not good. I don't have any followers with that. You know. Although there is a summons that can help you do it. As a matter of fact, I had the summons, the guy who can teach you deep speak. I had him talk to my detective, I think. Because he can talk. Some of the summons can talk. The detective went mad. Sometimes the detective comes over to your side. Sometimes he gets mad. Sometimes he becomes stalwart, which is bad, because then he can't be swayed anymore. And it gives him he gets evidence easier when he's like that. The rear detective is easiest to fool, because he could grab notoriety and still not give you evidence. But he's the only one like that. All the other detectives are pretty much like on point. So you might not want to get rid of the weary detective. There's only so many detectives though in the game. Can you get rid of all of them? I believe so, but I think it gives you a random question mark detective after you kill all the others, so I don't think you could permanently get rid of a detective. There's always going to be somebody on your ass. I never kill the detective. I like to talk to them sometimes, but you get notoriety out of it. You might even generate evidence on the fly if you do that. But you can talk to them. The game lets you do it. Okay, so I have all of my verbs working. So, okay, that's fine. And I'm searching the subtle fracture. It grabs you a location level 1, if anything. Aha, study. A determined and distinctive tongue, but I have the measure of it. Scholar with Greek. So, Greek. These are my scholarships, right? Okay, so all my temporary shit's under here with all of this. That's fine. If you're going to put locations up here, eventually, but scholars for books, your scholarships can go under locations, permanent locations, right? Your scholarship can go here, or your people can go there, and your scholarships can go here. And then the Greek book is not that one, this one. So this Greek book needs to be translated. Yes. And this is Latin, right? Yes, I don't have Latin yet. I might need to go back to Morelands and get another book to read, but I still have a book to read, so I actually don't have to at the moment. Right? But I can study this one, but since study is open, I will translate this book. 60 seconds. You might need extra erudition or something for that, but I don't know. I found fascination. Not the best, but I have, I don't have what I was hoping for, a fleeting reminiscence. I have a subtle fracture, but it's about ready to go away. If I get a fleeting reminiscence, I'll be fine. Search. You don't want to search. Well, you can't search subtle fracture. Well, I have $6, but I might not want to search that out. Get another book, I mean. Well, I could just walk with health. It could generate vitality. Only 10 seconds. Crowded thoroughfares by day, a fog-wrapped labyrinth by night. I'll walk the streets, seeking secrets, until I can walk no more. So, you can always just search with your health. It will fatigue your health. But I found someone who might pay to enact regrettable necessities. Add funds to hire them for a limited time. Oh yeah, searching with health lets you find these people, but I don't need this person at the moment. So, but he does have 5 fucking blade though. That's actually one of the better ones to hire. You could use him to assassinate your detective. But my detective is busy. I can't actually do anything while he's studying, so his card isn't available. But this is a very good one, right? SP has 3 health. Perhaps I can rest and recover. It took that away from me. Aspect heart, a follower, a temporary follower, and he has a timer, 120 seconds. I won't hire him, but that's a good one. I always look for the ones with 5. It's fantastic. I won't hire him, but that's nice. A subtle flaw. Fracture of level 6 becomes level 2. Yes. So, and that's about it. You can talk to them to rehire them if you like them. And sometimes I do. I send them on missions. Because if he dies, I don't care. Aha! So when I slept, clearing my mind, the sun still moves, the wind still walks. My journals are the labyrinth clue. It always feels like there's a missing word in that sentence. Collect. This is the fleeting reminiscence. So you see, I can dream with that and get rid of my fascination, which is fantastic. And moth. Matters of moth. Moth finds the light in the dark, and so do I. When you get that, I think you get... What resource is that? That's like a free resource of some kind. I think it's not restlessness. Yes, it is. Moth is a free restlessness. Yep. Just a free one. Not something you always want, but, something. I never kill the detective. Best one. The weird detective is definitely the best one. So killing him it just makes things even tougher for you. It's ramping the difficulty up, yes. Okay. So I fatigued my health. Wait, where is my health? I have 3 health here. Oh, I'm still searching. That's right, I used my health to find this guy. Aha. I'm using my passion to paint. I have restlessness and a subtle flaw. And nothing I can do about the subtle flaw. Restlessness, yes. Oh, it's raining. If I get a power outage, that'll suck. Okay. How much money did I make? 1. That was not worth it. But I need to paint again to get rid of restlessness. I have 3 exhausted passion. Kind of sucks that it gave me 3 mystique, a glimmering, a contentment, so I can dream away this if it happens, but I'll just work it away. 1 simple passion and 3 beautiful mystiques. And then restlessness. There you go. Use it up. Might make some money. If it makes 2 or 3, I'll be in the clear still. But if you paint 3 times with only $1, then you're losing money. And if you paint with $1 and buy paints, and you don't make at least 2 or 3, you're losing money. As a matter of fact, if you make 2, you're still losing money because of the 65 seconds it took to make the painting. So buying paints is never really a good option unless you're extremely wealthy. I think the most I ever got from a painting was 4. If 5 is possible, I don't think I've ever seen it. All right. Scholar. I've prepared the text for study. Yes. A dire bestiary translated. It's fun because you can actually auction off the translated text for more than the other text. But let's study it. Yes, indeed. Got my scholarly Greek over there working overtime. I got 2 more books I need to read. There's a lot I can read right now, so I don't actually have to go back to Moorlands and get more books. Aha, 20. Now dread. See, I'm painting. I'm dreaming away my dread. So I ain't got the dread for that. I did have the contentment for it, but it would have gone away. Oh, hello. My health is fatigued, yes. You can search with health and maybe find people. I have $6. I don't want to go back and buy more ones again. I don't have I don't have a memory to walk down, so I have nothing to search. I might as well just let it go idle for a while. Buying pain is not about money. It's about use to make a masterpiece. Yes. Um, your masterpieces are level 8 lore. You can make one of each lore type, and only one. You can auction them off too, but once you auction them off and sell them for quite a bit of money, bud, I think it's like 8 or 10, maybe sometimes. It depends. It's random. But once you sell them, you can never repaint them. So they become a useful implement for rituals and cultist sessions, but you don't ever really want to. But when you paint those masterpieces, yes, they become implements, artifacts, but they give you a lot of notoriety as well. So it's a risk, but I do like to paint them. I think there might be an achievement for painting one of every single one. I don't know. I didn't check. That might be a hidden achievement. Paint every single lore painting in a single run of the game. Shrug. Who knows, right? Um, there's like 6 hidden achievements in the game. They don't tell you how to get them. I could look them up online. I know I could. I don't care. So we're not going to dream. We're just going to chill. I mean, we're not going to search. We're just going to chill. I can see the flaws. Nope. I have not shirked. The air is curled now. Curdled. I am home again. In this lumpen flesh. Better, perhaps, because I got rid of fascination. Yes. It's too bad you can't dream with contentment. Okay, dream with reason. Dream with lore. I have some lantern. I could certainly dream with lantern. But first you have to dream with passion. I don't have any passion right now. It's all being exhausted. I'll just have to wait on the dream. $1. I'm losing money now. I can't keep making $1. I got 7 left. Yes, but I got books to read, so I'm okay. Contentment, glimmering, 2 mystique, passion. I'll let the passion tick down, and then I'll dream with it with lantern. Maybe I'll get some occult scraps. And he's just following the mystique trail, which will never end. Okay. Location, dreams, work, passion. There you go. I can dream with passion. And my inspiration will be lantern to go in. Maybe I'll get the wood. Because it gets too dark to continue further, so you have to have lantern to light the way. Okay, so I'm also going to paint again. A couple of passion pieces, I guess. If I juggle 1 passion this time, and I'll do the 3 mystique. Yeah. There you go. What's my inspiration? I could give myself notoriety by inspiring myself with these, but I don't really want to. If your inspiration is contentment, I've never really had that be that profitable. But it's fun to keep it. You want to keep your contentment around, you can. I'm painting happily for myself and nobody else. Actually, I think that's one of the text quotes. I painted this for myself and no one else. Okay, so I have studied the text. Read Pomanders on what is contained by silver. The virgins, maidens of the mirror favor orchids. The behindlings favor the rhododendron. There's a word I don't know. Cut flowers of either nature should not be placed before polished bronze. An appendix contains a rite which might be used to summon some of these entities, although the details of its use are not made clear. So, I don't like this rite because you have to kill people for it. The Watchman's Sorrow. The rite recalls the loss of the watchman, who walks the house, which has no walls, the manses. Light goes before him and shadows behind. He must not see you. The instrument of power is used to summon him, to take his sacrifice. Precious knowledge from the root of your thoughts. The assistant must speak the words that anchor your sanity, so choose someone you trust. I rarely use this ritual. You know, um, but I did get level 4 lantern lore. You know, the lantern beats the moth. And here's my rituals. I'll put the rituals, I guess, right above the lore. The other lores of higher levels will go downward. Um, there's enough space there. You can always move it up. So, rituals. Yes. In no order. Rituals, lore, books. I can still study books, but I don't have Latin, and I have $7. Okay, fine. Let's buy another book. But no, I still have books to read. So, this one, The Burning of the Unburnt God, that's definitely a Forge lore. Let's figure it out. I don't think anyone uses it. Anyone uses that ritual. Yeah, I don't think I've used it, but just a couple times. And because a lot of rituals require a sacrifice of either person or stat of some kind, and it's very difficult to justify some rituals to use. Okay, so I'm studying that. I'm searching, but I'm not buying books. I don't have anywhere to search, really. Actually, I could search the occult scrap and find a location. And there are infinite occult scraps if you continue to go into the manses. But and these low level give you low level locations, but I don't have people, so what's the point? So no, I don't want to search those out. I mean, the point is to find locations so that you can search them later. I understand that, but yeah, I think I'll just chill for a minute on that because I'm still doing books. It's funny. My guy got a correspondence from the guy in the hospital, right? As the story goes, and you just work the hospital as a janitor and gurney mortician guy that put gurneys to the basement and probably people in the morgue and mop floors and did things like that. You got paid pretty well. You got paid 2 each time, which is a decent job in this game. But they fired you. So I'm like, okay, well, you don't get that job anymore. So, but then you talked to a guy as you were cleaning and he named you in his will, and then he gave you this weird stuff, probably because he saw in you something like the occult energy, right? So he's like, this guy has it in him. So I'll will him all my stuff. So he gave you $9 and he gave you a package of goods to research and essays and poetries and things of that nature. And then you start reading it and it awakens this fire in you. So that's that's how you do all of this. And then you got cryptic directions to Mordens, and then you got a cryptic directions which I still haven't studied to get to a person. So you get locations, you get a location and you get a person, and then that just like puts you down this rabbit hole. Right? Interesting, really. Oh, there it is. If you have a particular friend, now is the time to renew our connection. No, I don't. You just get contentment out of that. And it magnetizes it. You can't put anything here. It will just suck you up. It's funny because notoriety is a thing. Right? And have you played The Exile? Yes, I don't think I remember most of it though. Like I said, I remember the one. I remember the bright young thing. I remember the dancer. The dancer was annoying because you had to keep going back to the ladies' club, and you had to do like 4 or 5 things in there to get the ending. And I had to do a walkthrough on it because I really couldn't figure it out after a while. But then I did the one where you have to get really strong and get a bunch of scars. I don't know if that's the Exile or not. It might be. Your health turns into ritual scars with your cults, and then you actually, with enough scars, you relate to a higher plane of existence with all the injuries. So anyway, this will just breed contentment. Oh look, it gave me the fracture. I can search that. I can paint with that instead of contentment, which I might do. It seems to be better. But I could search it. But do I want to search it? Well, I'm not using the search command at the moment. So I could use glimmering, and I could search this, right? Which will get rid of it. It might give me something useful. It might give me fascination. Who knows? But I got contentment out of the deal. It's okay. Health is back. Lovely. And there's the 60 seconds. 20, 30, 20, 10. And then there's the 5 second. Damn it, there's restlessness. I got restlessness from that. Well, that's good to paint with. I earned 1 fund. Oh, but I got overexposure, so I'll have 2 funds in a minute. Okay, great. But I got a lot of glimmering. If you paint with glimmering, you usually get glimmering back. It's like not the one you just used, but more. Like 3 extra glimmering on that. That's a lot. Yeah, like I don't need that much. Okay, so do we paint again? Yeah, because we have restlessness. My contentment will go away before I can use it. So this and passion and 3 mystiques and restlessness and overexposure. I actually can search Mordens now because I have 1 more extra buck. Yes, there you go. Dreamt. I dreamt of lantern, but it didn't do anything. Color exists only where there is light. You have to have like level 4 lantern, probably not level 2. Okay. I close my eyes and walk, stumbling, resting my feet and knees. At last, the undergrowth before it grows too thick. When I open my eyes, I am adrift among black trees, shadows fluttering. My feet will know the way back to this place. I got the buzzing in the brain, which might do restlessness. And there it is. I found the way of the wood. With the lantern, you get the way of the wood. Yes. With higher level lantern, you go through the way of the wood, and you can get the other way. Yes. I used to love the peacock door because I didn't like the spider door of sacrifice. But then when I found out if you had like 12 or 14 lock, you're fine. You just force it open. Find the key, solve the riddle. You don't need to kill people to get into the spider door. But it still takes effort. You can't just do it. You got to have it set up. Okay, so dreams. You have rituals, lore, dreams. I could put the dreams below the mystique. Right? So they're always here as like a stat because you get 5 of these. You get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think you get 5. 4. Yeah. It's been a while. Been a while. Okay, do I study anything? No. Do I dream about something? Well, okay, so I might have to move this up some. I don't have Grail. I was saving that hole for Grail. Okay. Forge. I should research this, but I don't probably have what I need. I have Glimmering, but no Erudition. Okay, so especially if you have good PR people. Just kill people easy. If you have all the people known in town, and you get like one of those random hirelings, yeah, you can kill them pretty easily. I don't like killing the level 5 hirelings, though, but the level 3 hirelings, the shit ones, yeah, you can probably kill those. Yeah, pretty much. So the spider door, throw them away. But you get corpses. How do you get rid of corpses? To get rid of a corpse is a moth, right? That's evidence, right? But it doesn't always work. Okay, so do I have another? I'm still studying. I'm not dreaming. But I have level 4 lantern, so maybe I can dream again with that. Okay, so I'm going to dream this way. If I have enough passion, I can walk the dream road. If I have the right knowledge, I'll be able to find the way beyond it. I think that might be level 4 lantern. Yeah. There is a house in the wood. I know something of that house, enough to find my way to its light. Level 4 might not be enough. But there you go. Let's see if we can get through the wood. You can bring prisoners. That's right. If you use your cult members who have High Moth and send them out in town to search, they can bring back a prisoner. Prisoners die eventually, though, and become corpses. But then you can use a prisoner, the spider door, and then get a corpse. Corpses can be used in some rituals, but not really useful ones. But they do help you get rid of your corpses. And I'll give you that. Granted, yes. Everything's being used, man. All right. Let's hope we get money. I'm up to 7 funds again, but that's fine. Passage of time is always ever present. I swear painting didn't always take 65 or 70 seconds. I really thought that it took less time. I think this 20 seconds might have been 10 seconds at one point. Probably not. I'm just probably inventing that. That's probably The Mandela effect, where you remember things wrong. Yes. Study. Study Tasman's The Burning of the Unburnt God. Tasman ultimately concludes, with apparent reluctance, that the deity was a goddess. He suggests that its gender may have been the cause of its suppression. The rites described are often eerie, sometimes gristly. This is the one that you have to kill people for. Yeah, I don't think I use this one very often. I think one of these rites has to be used like for a certain ascension victory, but okay, forge, level 4 forge. Yes. Study. Well, this is the Latin book that I can't read yet. This is the book I can read. After I read this book, I'll try to get more books. Yes. Oh, about to get restlessness. My buzzing of the brain. Aha. I have found something noteworthy. De Horace, Book 1. In Latin, a 19th century reprint by the That's fatigable. So it says the indefatigable. Are these real words? I swear they're making shit up. Because it's not defeat. That's fatigable. So it's the indefatigable. Because defeat would be DEFEAT. So that is indefatigable. Wow. If that's a real word, I need the definition. Nathaniel Darcy Evers. I think it means you cannot be exhausted. Of the 14th century Latin translation of a 4th century work. 14th century translation of 4th century work, yes. Okay, we must translate this to Latin, and that's moth lore. So, I've got 2 Latin books. I can't do anything with right now. So I think it's time to buy another book. Oh, I got 6 funds, though. This is going to be shitty. Okay, well, let's buy another book. Maybe it'll be the Latin translation guide. Yes. So now I've got restlessness. Yes. Yes. Yay us. You can stop that by ascending to the next level, which I think with the forge needs vitality. If it doesn't find vitality, get restlessness, or something like that. But yeah, vitality is so easy to get. That's the easiest victory in the world to get. 10. $2. Okay, so it's paid for itself, basically. Useless glimmering, a bunch of mystique. My mystique is overlapping here. Restlessness. Well, I'm working again. I got 7 funds. I guess we're going to work with restlessness and passion. I'm still using the same 3 mystiques. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Restlessness. I don't have any contentment to get rid of the dread. So, there we go. Buzzing in the brain. Restlessness, right? Yes, you know it. Aha! Add to your library. Traveling at Night, Volume 2. I want to read this fictional book so badly. The Annotated Dream Journals of Christopher Ilopi, sometimes called the only readable occultist. Literate, entertaining, bewildering. This is the 2nd volume. Man. So I've got a volume I can read. Yes. Right here. But I'm studying right now. I could buy another book. Well, 30 seconds to get a book. Throw that in there. Yeah, sure. Let's do it one more time. But watch out for poverty. It will kill you. All right. Yep. Still grabbing Mystique. Aha. I have dreamed. Approaching the white door. The stag riddle. Oh god, I remember that. If you have high-level lantern, I think, or no, it's high-level lore of some kind, or it's just a bunch of lock. You can easily get in. I told you, man, lock just opens up all lore. It's what's my favorite lore. These are the bounds about the house, with their mists and their traces. This is the rock called the Temple of the Wheel, high as a church spire, patched with black lichen and daubed. I don't see that word much. Daubed with eye signs. I round it, and there ahead of me is the white door. The light of the house leaks round its edges. Yes, the way. This is the white door, not the stag door. The stag door is the riddle. Oh, but look. Aspect, a way back through dreams. Some memories are strict. So if you have. This is how to get in, right? You need to dream with that. Okay, so. That is the way, the white door. Okay, so I'll put that there. And there you go. Did you know that the smith killed the sun because of the sky? I think the smith might be jealous of the sun for the light of the forge. You know, if you look at it that way. Restlessness. I've got Traveling at Night Volume 2. Yes. Man, I really want to read that book. It doesn't exist. I just want to read it. Okay, so dreaming. You can try and dream the stag door, but I don't have any way through it. Even I don't have like level 6 lanterns, so I probably can't actually shine my way into it. I can try, but I don't think it's going to work. In my dreams, I know the path to the white door through the bounds, but that path is thronged with the dead who pass that way. I will need health to resist their chill. Aha. That's right. You exhaust your health to get into this one. Now I can approach the white door through the bounds. I didn't get beyond the white door, though, because I don't think I have enough way through it. Yeah, see, I don't have the lore. You need lock to get through that, to get past the white door. But I can enter the white door. I just can't get past it. What's this? Desire. Yes. Now you can change your desire aspect here. One of three. The forge, the lantern, or the grail are the three basics. Yeah. This is the forge one. You can change it by doing reason or by doing health. I think this is passion. Yeah, this is passion. Reason gets you the lantern, and health gets you the feast, the grail. So those are the three basic victories, in case you guys didn't know. I think I've heard the smith killing the sun because of the sky. I think I heard that years ago when I played this game. Okay, so lore is happening, books are happening. I'm using my health to dream. This is why you want 4 health or 5, so you have enough resources to do this. You can dream with 1 health. You can get sick with another. You can work with a third one. You have an extra one for a ritual. If one's exhausted, you really do need about 4 health. Study the skeleton songs. 26 delightful fruits. The 7 chastisement. What the hell is a chastisement? The 9 gardens, the 4 regents. Lore of this game is weird. Just a hodgepodge of old myths. That's why I like it. Because you can try and make sense of it all you want. It is nonsense. What is that word? I know what chast is, but it's chastissements. Chastissements. The fuck is a chastisement? It sounds like something chastised. It sounds like something that you don't have sex with. I mean, you're not going to have sex with a skeleton, but there's nothing to fuck. But my point is chastissements. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I have to look up this word. There's nothing for it. I have to look up this word. Chastisement. I have to look up this word. Because I actually barely read these books. Yes, so I really need that word. Chast is semence. Chastissements. Refers to punishments of scolding given as a form of correction or discipline. It implies a degree of severity, often involving criticism, rebuke, or even physical punishment, intended to deter future wrongdoings. Heavy punishment, heavy scolding. Man, that sounds a bit harsh. So the 7 heavy punishments, the 9 gardens, the 4 regrets. Do you regret the punishments? Well, it is a level 2 grail. Because grail is about pleasures of the flesh beyond sex. Sex begins it, like an orgy, but it turns into BDSM because you're trying to go beyond pleasures of the flesh to find different pleasures, where pain is pleasure. And from BDSM, it becomes really fucking I don't like it. Okay, so there's your lures. You're missing Blade from Winter. Oh. Well, if I'm missing Blade, I need a spot for it. Yeah, right here. Here. Yeah, I'm missing Blade. I think Blade has the fewest number of lore books that you buy from Mordens. My favorite English word is titillation. Why? Because it sounds like titty. To titillate is to like to stimulate your mind, you know. I also got it from these games. Oh yeah, 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 titillation. There's a lot of fun words in this game. I mean, someone obviously did use not even a thesaurus. Someone had a pretty good vocab to grab these archaic words that we do not use anymore because they're big words and we had to get stupid over time. We're not going to use big words. Look how much mystique he's using. Like, yeah, so that's good. He's like eaten up about 13 of them so far. All right, well, wait, what's this? I could spend money on paints. How about no? How about no, Scott? Yeah, more from the Nazi. Oh, I need to study that. Traveling at Night, Volume 2. Yeah, sorry. And, add to your library. I found something noteworthy. A collection of poetry. Of course. You know, I have 3 collections of poetry. Not that I need them. I have $5. I need to chill out on that for a minute. I wish you could explore with your restlessness, but you cannot. You can't explore with your glimmering. You can't explore with anything else, so I really can't explore much. I've got books in Latin that I cannot read. 10 seconds. Restlessness has 26. We should be fine. You can still find them on Tumblr. Words that I dislike. Dearling? A dearling? Is that a noun or an adjective? A dearling. I think it's a noun. Okay. I'm not going to search right now for places. I'm pretty much just waiting for funds to come in. Aha! I'm about to get more restlessness. Yay me! And I only got 1 fund, so I'm getting poorer as we speak. Can't just paint without that kind of stuff going awry. But I've got passion. Passion makes you do the best work you can. Mystique is here. Restlessness is here. Let's just get rid of it. Fucked up spelling of darling. Oh, darling. Well, everyone knows what a darling is. You call your girlfriend darling. Call your wife darling. She might call you darling. Yes. Okay. I have contentment. I could let that restlessness... I could let the restlessness just go to dread. I don't have to paint with it. But I have no other aspect. Right? So it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't have anything that I need to worry about. So even though I have a fresh contentment here, and I could let that go to dread and dream it away right now, I'm just going to paint with it. Although I think painting with other things is better. Right? For money. That's why I like to have... Now here we are in the Mansis. Yes. The Triscated Gate. Yes, up there. The Triscated Gate. So I'm here. I can get an icy atmosphere. That turns to dread. Any winter aspect that you get that's temporary will turn to dread. I could grab the Orchids of Light or the Lodge of the Sage Knight. I think I used to like to go to the Lodge of the Sage Knight to get a subtle fracture, the lock lore. Oh, it gave me... Look at that history. Oh, hell yeah. I got a level 6 Forgotten Chronicle. Do you know about the Traveling at Night game? Yeah, I saw that. It's coming soon. I put it on my wish list. I know, a level 6 history with just going through that door? That's amazing. Like, I like it. 6 is pretty big for this early in the game. Like, when I'm just getting the books. Yeah, that's pretty big. I think I'll do the level. I think I'll do the... If I get 2 6s, I can make 8. And I think I'll do the... I was going to do Grail just because I don't have the achievement unlocked. But I don't have this achievement unlocked either. So maybe I'll do this. But you need at least 8 or 10. You know, you can't ascend people with level lore lock. It's so hard to do it. There's only one implement in the game that gives you Forgotten Histories as far as an artifact is concerned. And it's not a very powerful one. I think it's like level 8. You can paint with Forgotten Histories and maybe make your own level 8 lore. I could try that. fact, I think I will if I don't have Restlessness. I'm about ready to get more, so maybe I'll wait that one out. But yeah, that's actually a pretty good one to grab. That's probably why I like the Knight's Lodge. You get occult scraps. There we go. Health is fatigued, yes. I can't get past it because I don't have enough lock. Oh, hello. Hello. Yes, there we go. Do I have anything to study? Yeah, but I don't have Latin. I have $6, about ready to be 5. I don't really want to buy another book at the moment, but it's possible I'll make some money. I'm going to gamble this because I really do want the Latin translation guide. Dream? I could dream again. I have enough health. Why do you think I have so much health? Maybe I'll get more forgotten histories. It's a nice history. Is it in the same universe? Yes. Yes, Stormblast. It is in the same universe. Traveling at Night and the other one are both games in this universe, so I really do want to get into them. Yeah. Oh, there's Restlessness. Beautiful. Well, not really, but... Oh, there we go. This is what I wanted to paint with all along. I can search for this. If I get Fascination, I can let Restlessness go to Dread and dream it away. So I might search this one out, because I don't have a lot of money right now. And I'm probably just needing to make funds. Oh, here we go. Read the volume, Traveling at Night, Volume 2. Elagabalus. What a name. Elagabalus found his way to the White Door at last. Oh, I found it. Thankfully, found his way to the White Door at last, thankfully. Speech can't pass the White Door, and honestly, Elagabalus never had anything very interesting to say. I tried to follow in his footsteps, but I never learned enough of the White. I suppose I'm thankful of that, too. But here's what I do know. Tell me, damn it! You get erudition. Something I don't need at the moment, and something really hard to get. Like, well, the hardest of the stats to get. Not exactly hard, but yes. A Sexton Secret. I got a second Sexton Secret. So I got 2 of those. Yes. It's always the same lore at the beginning. These books are always the same, and you always get the same amount of lore. Then cater it to what you're trying to get accomplished. Okay, I can't buy any more books at the moment. I'm really down funds, and I can study some things. You can study this? No, but you need to study it with knowledge. Oh, you can study it with moth lore, but I don't have this. I don't have higher moth lore, and I don't have lantern that will actually allow me to put it in there. See, it's not actually letting me put it in there. Moth goes there. This doesn't have high enough lore. Perhaps I can find something in my memories to strengthen. So I can't upgrade the influence. This is a new feature. This wasn't in the game originally. But you can upgrade your influence if you have whatever you need. And I don't have what I need, so I can't study that. I can study the lores and upgrade them, but I'm not going to do that yet. Got to figure out what we're doing. But you do need erudition sometimes for that. It's nice to get it every once in a while. I can't study anything. I feel sad. I don't have these books. I don't have Latin. Oh, damn it. I'm sad now. All right. I always want to study something. The Book of Hours, I did not like. It was really not challenging. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe it really was just meant to be an extension of the lore. I found something noteworthy. The Locksmith's Dream, A Light Through the Keyhole. The first volume of Teresa Galmier's examination of parallels in the mystic dream of artisans. So I can study this. Yes, I can. Gives you knife lore. Or lantern. Can't remember which. Upgrading lore is so much harder now. Oh, great. Because it used to already be annoying. Oh, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. You know? Because I used to upgrade my lore to as high as I could. Okay, so glimmering, erudition, more glimmering, more... Oh, yeah, I can search this. Don't know if I want to. I might want to just paint with it. But I have restlessness to paint with. All right, fine, I'll search it. I could upgrade it. I want to. And then search the upgraded one, but I don't have the proper lore for that. So we'll just chill for a minute. 5 seconds. This is work I can be proud of. Okay, it gave me inspiration. 5 extra seconds. Hopefully it gives me more money. It did. A second fund. Okay. Mystique. That detective's going to be busy. Glimmering. 2 funds and a bunch of Mystique. Well, this restlessness is about to turn into dread, so we might as well do this, and we might as well throw some passion in there. We might as well throw 3 Mystique in there. And we might as well throw the restlessness in there. Because you got to keep working, right? I like it. It's very sentimental. So the Book of Hours was explicitly created to be more chill. I bet you. I saw some of the things of it. I didn't play it. I haven't bought it yet. Like I said, it's hard for me to justify a purchase right now. So I'm just playing what I have. Pardon me. So, Traveling at Night, Christopher Ilapi. Yes, It's like a very sentimental game. Yeah, probably. See, this game is... I'm not going to laud and praise this game too much, but I am going to say it's underrated. But a lot of the game is... It's a card game, but it isn't a card game in the traditional sense. You don't tap for mana or resources and put out monsters and have them fight other monsters or fight the hit point pool of your opponent. Card games like that just don't interest me. Not on the whole, they don't. But this game is a card game, but it's not like that. It's like it's a personal reflection game, and that's why I like it so much. I got $6. That's not a lot of money. Okay, well, I'm dreaming. Maybe I'll get more histories. That's my goal, actually. Oh, I actually have a level 4 influence. If I search the Night of the Sage Knight, I could upgrade that, but I might not get lore. So I might just keep that. Yes, I'll keep that. So I dreamt and got Forbidden Lores, which is nice. I got level 2, level 4, and level 6 right now. It's pretty good. If I get one more level 2, I could upgrade to 4 and then upgrade to 6. Since this doesn't follow any of the esoteric patterns, it's fine to continuously upgrade this lore. It's perfect. But you want the lower levels to get the lower level expeditions. That's always useful. Because there's 4 expeditions per level lore. And you can unlock everything that way. Sleep. Exhausted your health. Yes. I don't have anything else to sleep on. I might as well sleep again and see if I can get more lore. Right? I'm not dreaming the way of the wood. I could, but I think you need passion to dream the way of the wood. And I'm not really quite sure what you get. I think you get restlessness, or you get... you get the fleeting reminiscence, or you get the fractured glance, I think. I still like the lores, though. I still think I'm going to dream with the lores. Because I have the health to do it. And it's nice to get level 6 lore. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Its mechanics are great. A bit too symmetric, but still great. Can you define symmetric? Okay, I got fascination. That fleeting reminiscence I could use now. Maybe I'll get one when I paint. I can't search with fascination. You can't search with erudition. And you can't search with glimmering. You can search with your health. And maybe find people. But I don't really want to find people at the moment. I can search for locations, but I don't have a lot of them. Like these secret histories. So I would rather not. I will just let the search... I don't have enough funds, really, to justify buying another book at the moment. But I don't have anything to study. So it's a gamble, but I'm going to go back to Morden's. Because now I have 5, but I'll have 4 in a minute. So I do want to get something else to study. Because I'm out. And I don't want to be out right now. Aha! The fascination. God damn it. Oh well. If I get a fleeting reminiscence, I'll be fine. Which you can get several ways. Read this volume of The Locksmith's Dream. Time and again we hear of the wood, which rises from the world's foundation. All trees reach for light. What does the wood reach for? Is there a difference between light and capital proper noun light? I think the key to dreams of the wood might be one of these. The one that isn't exactly real. So I got erudition. Okay. Read this volume. of the locksmith's dream. And I did. And so I got another Watchman's secret. Okay. Okay. Study? I can't at the moment. I mean, I can these, but I don't want to at the moment. If I get 2 of them or 3 of them, I will. Okay, so 3 of them perfectly, because then I can then just research all the ones. But you can study reason to get erudition. I could get a lesson learned, and you can paint with a lesson learned. Since I have nothing to study right now, I'm about to have something to study. 5 seconds later, I'm about to have something to study. But you know what? I'm going to give myself something to paint. An erudition lessons learned. I'm going to just do that. It's a little bit silly, but I'm going to do it anyway. $2. Okay, good. It paid for itself. And I got contentment out of the deal. I got 2 contentments out of the deal. Dude, you can't use contentment to get rid of this, though. Sadly. Okay. Shall we paint, Mr. DeVille? Yes. I wonder if I could paint with... Well, you can use your contentment. Yeah, if you want. But Windows wink, dude. These things are not real, but do I know? Right? The sun flickers like a shadow. Dreams ripple behind the surface of mirrors. I must be careful not to drift from the waking world. Yes. Lights leak through the cracks. My mind is brighter than ever it was. The higher I rise, the more I see. Yes. No, this game. You talking about the Book of Hours? No, he's talking about this game. Symmetric means all the endings are similar. All lore converts the same way. All aspects are more or less the same. Yes, the mechanics are the same really no matter what lore you pick for your cult. The only difference is, well, no, the locations are all the same too. But that's just to be expected. It's part of the game. It's like when you play a game, the names of the towns are always going to be the same names of the towns. I mean, that's just a thing, right? But yes, there is no mechanical difference between the lores. Just actually, no, there technically is. Because some lores can be used in certain things that other lores can't be. And if you are a cult of a certain lore, you can do things that you can't do with other mechanics. If you're, for instance, if you're that of the Grail, you can host parties, basically, like that's what it is. And there's seduction you can do. You can seduce easier with the Grail. You can subterfuge easier with the Moth. You can, if you are a cult of the Forge, you can make your own occult coins. So yes, there's a reason to go down each line. Sometimes I like to forge my own bronze coins and then auction them off. Or use them for the peacock mirror, right? So there's a reason to actually be part of certain cults. The Forge was my favorite, considering you could make your own coins that way. That's how you get the currency of the spirit world. The only asymmetric thing is Exile DLC. No, the Dancer was pretty different too. I will challenge you on that. But yeah. And I told you the ones where you get scars, that one was difficult, and that had to be done a certain way. It wasn't the same as the others. So there are some sort of differences in paths, but on the whole, you're correct. It's similar. Okay, well, contentment's going to... I think contentment should, like, downgrade to a fleeting reminiscence. Right? But it doesn't. I think it should, though. What's this? I found something. An introduction to histories. The 17th century mystic and antiquarian Claude Hersault describes divergent incidences in 5 major histories. Well then, now I have something to study. But I don't have a lot of money. Therefore, I probably will, in fact, keep this in my thoughts, and then next time I need something, that will be it. I don't have to burn the money. I'm still using the contentment to study by, to paint by. That's probably not going to earn me much. Yeah. Do you want to add money? The answer is no. I am part of the dream. Restlessness. Not something I want. Oh. A favor from authority. Useful when there's evidence against you. This is the door that you want, man, when you got evidence. This doesn't last. It lasts 5 minutes, though. It's funny how you dream and suddenly get a favor. I'm not sure how that would work, like, in reality. If this cult stuff was real, and you dream through this system. Is it you talking to someone mentally in your dreams that then knows you briefly? Or you pretend to know them and they think they know you for a brief period of time, and if it's 5 minutes, that's like for a few months they think they know you, so you could use them to get out of some jams. That's always interesting. I don't need it, but one time I needed a favor from authority. They had one of my cult members. I was like, oh dude, they're gonna eat one of my cult members up. I need a favor. And I could never get it in time. But that is the white door. Favors of authority. Yes. I still wanted occult scraps, but I'm not dreaming right now. Okay, let's go back. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can get more occult scraps instead of favors from authority. Watch me, I'll get all the favors from authority now, and I'll never get them later. Hence, that's what happens, right? What's this? The colors of night? Oh, no. I don't want that. I'm dreaming with the thing, and I'm dreaming with health. Oh, this is my work. I don't want paints. I'm dreaming. Okay, I'm good. Location? I can't search anywhere. It'd be great if you could search the favor from authority and find like a nameless person or something. I don't know. Favors are so fickle. They are. They're needed when you use them. You can talk about a favor from authority with that one lady. What's her name? And you can keep them going for a while. I usually have her talk to my summons. Talk about the summons to keep the summons timer from ticking down, because I use them so much with everything. It's like, you know, not just King Crucible, but usually the one with a bunch of arms. That one's a good one too, because you can summon that multiple times. It's really good. And the Winter Lady is useful too. Those are my 3 favorite summons. Not the best summons, because there is no best summon, but really good ones. The Raw Prophet, yes. I imagine it's like Bram Stoker's Dracula, where the guy's in bed with those women that don't really have crotches. They have like, they're like double torsos connected together and like showing you like mental pleasures with their magic. And that's what that is, the Raw Prophet. It's like you sleep in bed with it and it just fondles you all fucking night and gives you the weirdest visions. And the Raw Prophet you can use with your detective and send him down a pleasure hole that he won't get out of. It makes him insane. You get that insane card, and then he goes away. His card turns into the insanity card, and then the insanity card goes away. Tentacle hentai, who knows? No one really knows the shape of the Raw Prophet. That's why they just show a bunch of arms. It's like, yeah, he's all about pleasure. Like, total physical. It's too much pleasure, actually. Pleasure that your brain might shut down for, which is why it kills the detective. It's fun, but... Okay, I have something to study, but I don't have nowhere to go, and I have 6 funds. I'm not going to buy a book right now. I have something to study, so I don't need to buy another book. I don't even know why I did the erudition thing. I was just bored, I guess. Oops, time to get restlessness again. I got 1 fund. Oh, but I got overexposure, so I got 2 funds. Another glimmering, yay us. And more mystique, yay us. Okay, so let's work again with this restlessness. Right? Oh, I'm about ready to get it right here. Yeah, there's not much else to worry about here. What is this? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Now, I got money. I could buy another book. Gotta buy me some books, but I'm not gonna buy past 5 funds. Okay, favors from authority. Work. I gotta work. Do I wait for the restlessness to happen? Well, I could. That's 8 seconds. It could take 100. It could take 70 seconds for me to paint, and then the restlessness will have already faded down into dread. That's a gamble. Or I can just wait 10 seconds before I work again. I have to wait 5 seconds for this passion, but it's a gamble if I don't wait for that restlessness. So, actually, I wanted restlessness once because I wanted dread because I had 3 levels of fascination and was about to die. So I'm like, dude, I really, really need restlessness right now. And like, make it bleak thoughts. And I was like dreaming and dreaming. It didn't work. I died. It's just all about fascination. I was like going for that victory where you get a lot of it. I'm like, oh shit. Uh, Funds 5, work. You can't work with the scholarship. Like, you can't be a professor at a college. That might be one of the paths to take. You're teaching, I think. This game is related with Sunless Sea, right? In some way. Now, that I don't know. I literally do not know the answer to that question. Let me check my streaming time. 2 hours and 10 minutes. This is a long stream. I might actually have to go. And come back in an hour. I don't like to make my streams so long. But I got company. So I guess as long as you guys are here, I'll stay here. But if you decide to go, let me know if you're going, and then I'll leave. I'll play a little bit longer, but then again, the stream probably at 3 hour mark, I think I'm going to call it. But it's still fun. Okay, I'm searching. I'm not working. Let's work. Throw some passion in there. Yeah. Mystique. Inspiration. I wish the favor from authority could be your inspiration, so you could save it. Glimmering is all I have for inspiration. Okay. Wonderful. There's overexposure. Money. Do you have a favorite in-game text? I really like the Painted River text. Not yet. Not yet. I like some of the explanations for the summons, explaining what they are or what they aren't. I like learning what the lady in the mirror is, the winter lady, because she just gives me that really strange vibe of like the creepiest person who would stare at you from beyond the mirror. So that's kind of cool. Maybe that's just the concept of it I like, where someone through the mirror can watch you, and you have to pull the person through the mirror into the waking world to use them temporarily. But that's not really flavor text. That's just an idea. That's the concept of her. Because you stare in the mirror at yourself, but what you're really looking at is beyond yourself in the mirror to the one behind you in the mirror. I think that's how it's worded. So maybe that is it. But that. I don't think that's a definitive favorite. I just think that's a favorite. I do like the descriptions of some of the locations because I'm always wondering. This is supposed to be some like in London, maybe. So it's supposed to take place across the London continent, the island, I think. Like those long, faraway journeys that take a long time to do. Is it just across the country to like Scotland or Ireland, or is it like you actually are traveling across the whole of Europe to like the deserts? Like I don't know, because it just seems that your correspondence would be limited in sending letters if it's at this time frame. So I'm not really sure. Yeah. Oops. My mind, the library. Now I have this I can use as my inspiration. Oh, I don't have to use glimmering. I can use my erudition lesson learned, yes. Do I study? Yes, I do. I study this. Yes. I don't even need it, but I have restlessness. Oh, I should probably use the restlessness. Like I said, I have 10 seconds left on this. And restlessness, it might not be dread. I mean, I get contentment a lot when I paint, so the dread might not be a bad thing. But actually, if I let it tick down, if I don't get fleeting reminiscence, this restlessness will get rid of my fascination, so maybe it's wise I keep it. Probably. Unless I get fleeting reminiscence. This is the only way to get rid of my fascination. Aha! I found something noteworthy. The Orchid Transconfigurations, Volume 1. A 16th century alchemic fever dream attributed to Robert Fudd, frequently banned for the disturbing allure of its illustrations. This is in the original Latin. Well, I have Volume 1 and Volume 2 now. Yes. Very nice. I have 6 funds, soon to be 5. Do I dare buy another book? I have nothing to study. So after that study is done, yes, I kind of do want a book, even though my funds are low. Not wise to go below 5, like I said. You really need that window. Okay, did I get any lore out of this? Yeah, I got 4th level lore. You could upgrade it to 6th, but it could turn into something else. So for right now, I'll take the 4th level lore. If I get a 3rd one, I'll try to combine the Furtive Truths and make it a Forgotten Chronicle. Because you need extras to explore the locations. And I want 2 to go back to the... So there's a reason I'll not explore them until I have 3. Yes. Do 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 do. Now I can approach the door. I don't need to sleep right now because I don't have fascination and dread or anything of that nature. So I guess we're gonna go back to the door and see if we can get more chronicles. Because I don't need to go the way of the wood right now, but I do have enough health that this actually is fruitful right now to keep dreaming. Yes. Yeah. So let's keep dreaming in that until we need to dream something else away. I'm gonna let this tick down and get rid of my fascination. Oh, and I have a fresh one, so it doesn't matter. I got $2. An artist reward. Okay. More contentment, so I'm not worried about dread. But, and there's my lessons learned that I used. So yes. I'm about to get more restlessness, but that's fine. I now have 6 funds again. I have some passion. The next door requires passion to get through. I have some mystique. And my inspiration will be my erudition lesson learned. For no other reason than the fact that I have it and don't need it. Yes. This is about to become what I need it to be. Aha! The War of the Roads, 1450 to 1580. Censored edition. Willis Ford describes the War of the Roads, an event in a history other than our own, in detail, but numerous pages have been removed. The name of the publisher is blacked out, and an ominous slip stapled to the corner explains that Willis Ford has been excised. I hate when people censor history. This is my next research, yes. I got $6, so I probably could buy another book. Because I'm studying this book, and I won't have anything to study after that one, so I guess it's time to buy another book. I have books to study, but I need Latin. Greek ain't Latin, as much as you want it to be. It just ain't Latin. Aha. An occult scrap. Now that's disappointing. Because, well, I got 2 of them now. If I get a 3rd one, I'll be fine. And then I can start upgrading. Oh, if I get a 3rd one, I can upgrade, and then I can actually research that one and upgrade that one. So it actually would work out pretty well. Study the censored version of an alternate history. If it's an alternate history, what's the point of censoring it? You know, because it's alternate anyway. It's still fiction. Aha. I just got my restlessness. I got a lot of contentment. I'll use that in painting next time. Yes. Although, I am painting... No, I have enough time for that. Yes, indeed. And I have only 5 funds, and it's soon to be 4, so I really need to make some money. Yes. Okay, there it is. The dread. Aha, my fascination. Now, let's see. Restlessness. Not what I want. A subtle fracture. I could use that, but I'm not using rituals at the moment, so I don't really need that. But hey, it is what it is, and I have nothing else to dream about. So I guess this is what we're doing for this foreseeable future. We are dreaming with health and trying to get more forgotten histories. Aha! A collection of essays. That gives you erudition lessons learned. And there's a few of those. I think they're renewable, but not through Mordens. They are renewable through expeditions, the renewable expedition. You can find more of those. Now, actually, you might be able to go to the auction house. I know you can exhaust the auction house, something, Dark Side Deep, whatever. But I think the auction house might have more collections of poetry and essays that you could attain. But these are only used when you need them. They're not something you're going to just hold on to. Like, enjoy. They're in the corner of your thoughts up here, but they're not something that I need to worry about right now. Subtle fracture. I actually like these. Like I said, my favorite. In the words of the Fifth Element, the flamethrower. My favorite. I love that villain. He's so awesome. He's just so over the top. I love him. He's completely irredeemable. He is just a villain for the sake of being a douchebag, and that's it. Passion. Okay. I had a brief sniff of sandwich for a minute. I'm getting hungry. There was no sandwich smell. It's just my brain told me I was smelling a sandwich. I ate this morning, but I should probably make an egg sandwich because that's all I have in the fridge. Okay, favor from authority. Can't do anything with it. And I can't search a subtle fracture. It doesn't let me. So, can't search anything. I have $5 and I'm not going to buy anything right now because I'm low on funds. So, I have nothing to research at the moment. I feel sad. I still need one more verb to unlock, but I need people to unlock it. Yes. Oh, contentment. One fund. Not ideal. Contentment, though. Mystique up the ass. Sounds interesting. If your asshole was mysterious, yes, it is. It's very interesting. You might want to like reach up in there and see what you can find. So I don't know what you're gonna find up in there, up in that booty hole. Don't think too hardly on that. I certainly didn't. Okay. Do I in fact paint again, or do I just do health for a while? Health is guaranteed. You'll get vitality with it. Is the age of sickness about ready upon us? It might be. Oops. No, the age of fascination is coming up. But vitality is not going to hurt anything, and I don't really. I can paint with a subtle fracture though, for whatever reason, or I can keep my erudition's lesson learned for whatever reason. No real reason for it unless you're combining lore with research. But I might try to upgrade this because I have that. But it is what it is, right? Maybe we'll try it because I have erudition, so maybe that's all I need. But you never know. You might need glimmering, right? Okay, so I'll just use health. No problem. 45 seconds. Once again, I put my strength to use. It's fine. It really is. Yes. I'll get some contentment right about here. That's fine. And then I'm losing my fascination. The shadows are sheltered, and the dead quells. Yes. I do need money. Fleeting reminiscence. I could search that. I can also paint with it. But, I'll search it. Because I have low funds right now. So let's find out what I find. To see what there is to see. And not the other side of the mountain or the river. Okay, what is this? Studied a censored edition of the War of the Roads, 1450 to 1580. The royalty of England, according to Willis Ford, became the sovereigns of the leashed flame, destroying or transforming their enemies, conquering Europe, establishing grand cathedrals to St. Spark. The alliance with the Forge begins to take its toll. The last few chapters are missing entirely. Aha. Now I know I can, because I've got 3 of those. Let's see what it tells me I need for this. If I'm going to study this, aspect, secret history, so the scar of the world, the unknown. It doesn't say what you need. Just puzzling with a missing piece. Might find those pieces in odd centers of scholarship. To upgrade or subvert this fragment, you'll need erudition or headquarters with a library. I don't think lesson learn will work. I think you have to have just erudition. But erudition decays to... lesson learn decays to just erudition. I don't think lesson learn will work. But you know what? We can give it a try. It's going to take a long time, though. It's going to take like 2 minutes just to fail. Because I won't be able to study anything to get erudition. So this might not be... This might not work. In fact, I think I know it won't work. I have restlessness here. But it's going to turn to dread. But my dream of late will allow me to get rid of it, because I have enough resources on hand to get rid of that. Unless the Age of Dread comes around. But even so, I have contentment still, so I'm good. The memory created dread. Wonderful. I have a lot of dread. Oh. Yes. I'm not searching anything right now. I don't have a lot of funds. Is this what I think it is? No, it's an icy. Fascination. Oh, fascination with dread. That's actually useful right now. Yes, it is. Because I have so much dread and I have a free dream that dread is ticking down further than this one. My contentment, though, is about to go away. So I can dream this away with that, and my dread can then be dreamt away with the other one as long as we don't get to the age. So I can get rid of both of my dreads. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. For right now, I'm fine. Oh, the subtle flaw. It has decayed. Of course it has. I can't search it, sadly. I can't search my fascination. And I can't search my erudition. I can't search my dread. I can't search my glimmering. I can't search my contentment. Wait, did I take the right contentment? No, but I have fascination, so I'm okay. Search? No, I'm good. I have used my strength. I have exhausted. I have vitality, though. I can't search my vitality. Okay, so. I can paint with passion again. I can paint with fascination. It's usually not wise to do that because you can spawn more. I can paint with vitality or the subtle flaw. This passion does the best work you can. That's when you want to make your implements. Yes. Okay. I'll do the subtle flaw, I guess. I'm not searching any place. I got 6 funds, soon to be 5, and if I spend one, soon to be 4. So probably not a good idea to grab another book at the moment, because I'm studying something else right now anyway. Aha! The Age of Fascination, I still have dread. So actually, this works out well for me. Because in 60 seconds, this will grab the dread. So you know what? It's fine. It's fine. And I just can't search anything at the moment. Oh. Can I put lesson learned in here? Erudition or use a library? Nope. It has to be erudition, not a lesson learned. Good to know. Good to know. So, no, I'm going to fail that. It's just... This will decay to erudition, but not in enough time. That's what I thought was going to happen. I didn't think you could use lessons learned in it. But I just wanted to remind myself if that was possible or not. Okay, so I got 2 funds out of that. Sure. Not bad. Got some glimmering, you know. So I'm going to fail this. So I'm going to search work this out. I could paint with dread, but I need it for fascination. And a favor from authority is about ready to take down to nothing. So, you know what? I just do this. Passion and mystique. Passion and mystique. Throw it all away. Do what you've come to do. Subtle flaw. Paint again. There might be a diminishing return if you keep using the same thing over and over again when you paint. So you want to like mix it up a bit. I'm not sure if that's true at all. But you never know with this game. I have slept. I have fleeting reminiscence. Yes. Actually, that's pretty good for dread and fascination, as a matter of fact. Glimmering, dread, glimmering. So I can dream with dread, and I can't dream with fleeting reminiscence. This only works with fascination. I hope it grabs dread and not fleeting reminiscence. But the subtle flaw. Why don't I paint? Well, I can search this fleeting reminiscence. Of course, you might get fascination. I don't know why you'd want more, because it's going to be difficult for me to get rid of it. But, well, you can still search it. It's just something to do, right? But I do want the dread to go away with that. and I don't want the age of fascination to kill me. So, okay, whatever. Let's just gamble. Because why not, right? And now I'm sick. I have vitality at 104 seconds. So I'll actually be able to dream it away. Which is nice. This is why I did that. I said, it's not going to hurt to have some vitality. Because the age of sickness might come upon us. So I'm not dreaming right now. Aha! I got restlessness, so more dread. Which is, I can use that as an implement in my painting. And I have enough time for that. So, a fruit of truth has failed. Because I didn't have erudition. I'll let that decay. Restlessness. You should be able to search with restlessness. You really should be able to. Because you don't know what to do, so you just explore the city. But that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Dreaming. I was going to dream something away. Well, I have dread in there. I don't need to dream anything at the moment. Now that I have that gone. I do need to dream. In 40 seconds, I need to dream. So I don't want to tie up my dreams because my vitality only has 86 seconds. I could tie them up for 60, though, and still have enough for that. So I'm actually good. Maybe I'll get another truth. I have enough health. So this actually is still fine. I can juggle my resources. I can't study anything at the moment. I have 6 funds. I can gamble and buy another book. If it's Latin, I'll be great. I just want the Latin translation guide. Okay, so I am painting. Ooh, I got free erudition. Huh. Oh, I can study the books now. Because they're going to need erudition, and I just got free erudition. Okay. I'm actually okay with that now. So that's actually pretty good. I'll have erudition by the time I need it. Nice. Oh, I got overexposure, so I did get my money back, but I don't know for sure. Well, that's money. I can paint with restlessness. I have contentment. This will turn to dread, but my dreams are busy of late, so I think I should just passion it up and throw some of this in there and inspire me with restlessness. Get rid of my subtle flaw. And there's my funds. Yay me. Dread, yes. Went in there. Mystique, yes. Went in there. I'm about to dream again, but I have enough vitality that I should be able to rest and recover. I got the Latin guide! I found something noteworthy. Just what you need to refresh your knowledge of Latin. Now I can study that. This is my next book. Oh, hell yeah. I've got enough to study, but I don't gotta buy stuff for a while. Yeah. So do I explore something? I wish you could explore your subtle flaws. That actually sounds very metaphysical. Explore your flaws, my friend. Okay, well. I don't have anywhere else to explore right now. So there we go. There's the ailment. Ah, it's the age of depression. But I just got rid of my restlessness, so we're all good. And there's my erudition. So I have 180 seconds on erudition, and this is going to require it. Which is fantastic, dude. I've been waiting on that. And okay, so we have this. I can search this out, and I might get something cool with it. I'm worried about it becoming dread, though. But, I have nothing else to search right now, so maybe, probably not the wisest move. Now I have an ailment. Okay, there we go. My dreams of late have been, a fruit of truth. This is good. This is what I was hoping to get. Right? Because now I want to use those to research, to get locations. And I'll put my locations down here. Yeah. So that's actually pretty good. Got my Latin book. I got my dreams. I have to keep the dreams open because I'm sick. So we have to sleep that off with my fading vitality. I told you, I'm good, I'm good. There's mechanics for you, man. O and K. So I got 2 overexposures, so at least I got money out of the deal. Yeah. And of course a shit ton of glimmering and mistake, but that's whatever, right? Do I work again and get more vitality in case I get sick again? I have money that I can actually search out a place. And I can use contentment for if I get like dread with that wandering. So I can use contentment with painting because I don't have restlessness right now. So hit that up with some passion and all the mystique, and then use your contentment as a mood piece. The erudition is going to be used in the research. And my funds. Now I can actually explore and get more because I have more money. There we go. Erudition, unless it's going to ask for glimmering. Nope. Must have erudition. Why, yes. Perfect. Oh, I'm about ready to get free of vitality. For some reason. I'm not employing matters of the heart to get free vitality, but whatever. I searched and got contentment. Okay, that's a thing. Great. So I have the funds now. It's time to get another book. But I have enough books. This will be the last book for a while because I got 3 books to translate and read. So I don't really need any more books at the moment. Alright. Yes. Free vitality. Free location to search. It could be contentment. It could be something else. You never know these things. Okay, there we go. There it is. Is that it? You have resolved a knowledge challenge. It takes so long. I hate doing it. Aha, free vitality. Yes, yes indeed. Location. Well, not location, a collection of essays. That's just free erudition. Okay. Lessons learned, mind you, not just erudition. Okay, great. So I probably will have erudition there decaying, and then I can actually do more Fruited Truths into Forgotten Chronicles with more erudition checks. Something to study and use, right? With all of this erudition. Might as well, right? So, fantastic. Location-wise, search. No, I have nothing to search. Yes, I do. I have a fleeting reminiscence to search. It's always not wise to do this. But you might get something out of it. I don't know. Something free. I just got my health back from dreaming. Do I want to dream again? Well, I'm not sick right now. I have a vitality point. I'm searching the fleeting reminiscence. Maybe I should keep contentment in case I get dread by walking. Oh, but I'm doing that now. I'm painting right now, so we're just going to have to wait it out and not dream again for a minute. Well, actually, no, I could be dreaming to get more of those. I want to get a 6th level Forgotten Chronicles again. That's a rare one, but I do like it. So maybe, just maybe. We'll find another one. Oh, I got restlessness again, but I got 2 funds. Good, good, good. Way more contentment, a lot more glimmering, and just a shload of contentment. I could paint again, because I got 2 funds, and I can buy, because now I got the money. Okay, well, I still have passion, so we will use passion, and we'll use the mystique one more time. And then we will start. And I made a mood piece. This contentment's about to go away. Of course it will. So, you know, grab that contentment and see what happens. Now I understand. Okay, last check. It's going to give me my chronicles. Okay, good. And I have searched and I have found more contentment with my life. I am very happy for a minute in time. Yes. I can search the Forgotten Chronicles, but I have some money now, so I'm going to buy another book as I'm doing this research with the erudition that I got for free. Yes. 17 seconds. Should be 10 seconds for adding paints, not 20. That's a bit unbalanced. Restlessness. There's my next piece. Yeah, because the season of dread's upon us, and I don't have enough contentment to last too long, so we're going to use restlessness away. Aha! I've increased my knowledge of the secret histories behind the ones we know. Why, yes, we have. We have now. Beautiful. Now, I have erudition that's going to last. So the question is, do I do it again? I think I do. Secret histories again, right? To go from 6 to 8, maybe? That'd be kind of cool. Maybe. Right. This one says, like, you're going to need 2 knowledge checks. I don't think I'll have 2 erudition checks. But it's possible. I do have erudition for free right now, so I kind of want to use it. Okay, I explored. Ah, lock lore. I love it. The Locksmith Dream. Portions and proportions. The second volume of Teresa Galmier's examination of parallels in the mystic dreams of artisans. The frontispiece. The S-P-I-E-C-E, but it's not species, it's spiece. The frontispiece has been slashed with a razor. What the fuck is frontispiece? Now I gotta look up that word. Frontispiece. An illustration facing the title page of a book. Why does that have a name? Facing the title page of a book. Facing the title page. So, when you open, there's an illustration that might face the title page inside the book. The principal face of a building. It also has it's an architecture. It's the principal face. Okay, well, it's an illustration before the title page, or it's the side of a building. And in this game, the side of a building could be like itself lore. So okay, well, anyway, I have enough books. I got enough books to read for a while. I don't need to buy any more books. But I'm studying. So I'm just gonna search the city, for locations. This restlessness. Well, I didn't get any money from this. My recent work has drawn some attention. Something should sell. There's no money here. I hate when it says something should sell and all you get is 4 mystique and some contentment out of the deal. That was a waste of time. I should paint once more with passion and mystique. But I need to use the restlessness. Yes. I mean, I have a lot of contentment, but it would take a while. Search it out. No. Is it level 6? No, it's restlessness. It's fascination. Well, no choice in the matter. Need it. So actually, I don't want to paint with restlessness anymore. I want that to go to dread. But there's 36 seconds left on that. There's 17 seconds left on that. And there's 35 seconds left on that. So dread needs contentment in this. I don't think this can suck fascination up. I don't know if it can. So, well, if I get a fleeting reminiscence, then I'll be okay with fascination. Okay. But then again, if the dread happens, dream, my friend, dream. Might get. I didn't want to get fascination, but if I do it again and get restlessness, it's fine. Let's dream again. I'm not sick, so the only thing for my dreams right now is just going to be getting this lore, right? And I have enough health; it doesn't matter. I will not die. Gotta go. Okay, dude. Thanks for keeping me company. Well, it was fun having you both here. I think now is time for me to quit the stream. Because now it's almost been 3 hours. And, okay, now, yeah, fascination, you know, whatever. I'll just wait this out, and then I'll stop the game. Ah, fleeting reminiscence. I can dream away my stuff now with that. That's pretty good. Yes. What do I need? Erudition. Yes, indeed. I hope I don't need a second erudition. Because I don't have one. Yes. I only have 1 funds, and it's not going so well for me. I think I just need to work my body for a while. Yeah, I need to be guaranteed some funds for a while. So we'll just work it out to get money. And there's the funds. Yes. If you don't paint really well for a couple times, you're definitely, it's going to suck for you. Okay, so level 6 would be great, right? An inspiration, a subtle fracture. Okay, well, fun times ahead. I can always paint with that, but I'm busy right now, and I can't search it. I've got a lot of things on my plate right now. And was I going to sleep off fascination? Indeed I was. I need to get back to the normal, so we have to do that. Yes. Vitality, Latin, studies, yeah, I don't, yeah. You have resolved the knowledge challenge. There might be a second knowledge challenge, and I don't have any more erudition. Yeah, because with something from going to 6 to 8, it's really difficult. Oh, this will give me contentment, and that's about all it's going to give me. Okay, well, I do need the funds, and I do have a subtle fracture to paint with, so this might be okay. You know, you want to throw some passion in the mix, you know, and maybe some mystique, but more passion. And then I want to do the subtle fracture. I'm pretty good on that one. Okay, so I get contentment. Quite a bit of it, actually. Glimmering. Fortunately, I have some glimmering by painting, and I still had some left over. This is why glimmering is nice to have. Yay, there's the second check. Glimmering this time. It didn't say it needed glimmering. It said it needed these. Requires intuition with time and patience. To upgrade or subvert this fragment, you need glimmering. Oh, okay, so it does tell you need glimmering. And it tells you right here, you need erudition, I think. The way the Mansis seek my session, lore fragments can be sometimes upgraded with study and with matching fragments. So, yeah, history of the scars of the past Spain. So, yes, this tells you right here, you'll need glimmering or a headquarter of a sanctuary. And this is advancement, and this is influence and moth. So I'm glad I had that. It was like ticked down almost to nothing. Glad I have it. I might have gotten some with painting, but it would have taken less time for the research to be 30 seconds and the painting to be 70 seconds. So it wouldn't have actually done anything, and I have just accepted my dreams of being normal. Yes. So I'm not dreaming right now. I could be dreaming. You know, you might get some glimmering in your dream, who knows, but you know, secret lore, secret history, some health. Wonderful. I've got some vitality. All my temporary cards are almost gone. Kind of cool. Sort of. Now I understand. Yes. Oh, well, wow, that was a good one. It's coming out better than usual. I've got 3 inspirations. I see the mistakes, but I can also see the end. Indeed. I hope it's 3. Oh, I just got free erudition. Nice me. It is 3. It's 3, but I gained fascination in the process, which is not that cool. At least it's not the season of fascination. I got contentment, and I got a lot of glimmering out of the deal. I'm going to get free erudition, so this is actually good. I did the subtle fracture. I could paint with contentment, just to keep it around for a bit. You know, you got to throw some passion in the mix. Got to throw some mystique in the mix. I don't think I want to paint with my fascination. I you know, That's actually probably a scary thing. But the contentment, sure, that probably won't sell anything. But I made 3 before, so I've gone back up to 7 funds, so I'm pretty good. I'm about to get restlessness, which is good because I got fascination. So no place to search, right? That is correct. I got the subtle flaw, which is different than the other painting. Okay, is it going to be level 6 lore again? No, it's restlessness. Yes! Yes, it is. That is what I wanted. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Fantastic. I just got my lore, my level 6 lore, and I'm upgrading 6 to 8, so this is actually really good. Okay, so I've got my erudition, which I might need with another check. So actually, since I got free erudition and I've got glimmering, I'll probably try to upgrade more furtive truths because I have plenty to work with. And I can use some glimmering in painting to try and keep the timer down. I mean, what else am I going to use that for other than upgrading my lore at the moment instead of reading these books? Yeah, this is actually a pretty good use of my time. Dreaming? Restlessness can dream down. That's going to be a while. So maybe I should dream the way of the wood. And to get into the wood, I think you need passion. Oh, I literally don't have passion. Employ passion to enter the wood or with the right lore. Find the way to the door. Well, I forgot I was exhausted in passion. So maybe, a thunderous secret. If I dream this, I'll get some, like, contentment or vitality. Maybe. Just maybe. So I got some erudition. And that's why I'm researching this lore again, because it's free. Aha, I got 8 erudition. Level 8 lore is amazing. So this 4 can be upgraded to 6. Yeah. And then the 6 can go back up to 8, then the 8 can go to 10. I can make a cult, man. Okay, so scrap of knowledge, fruit of truth, glimmering, I should use that. Let's upgrade them again, because I have free erudition. See, it says you need erudition here. And it says you need... I don't know, it just says here erudition. It doesn't say you need glimmering past it. It just says you need erudition, which I have. I have glimmering. I think I'll paint with the glimmering next time to save one of them. You know, because they are ticking down, and I might want the timer to stay. I did get 2 funds out of that, so I'm in the clear for money for a minute. Oh, I got a free glimmering, so I don't actually have to use one of those. I did the subtle flaw. Vitality. Vitality's nice. I don't want to use restlessness because I want to dream it away after this dream is done. So, do I save glimmering? The erudition's about ready to be used. I can save this glimmering by painting with it because I did the subtle flaw. And that's what I already painted with it, right? Actually, I didn't paint with the flaw. I painted with the rupture, right? But the flaw degraded over time. So, I could paint with that. I do not have any passion, though. That's not going to earn me a lot of good work. It's only going to... Yeah. Glimmering? I could save one. This erudition. Ah, you're going to get dread on me. Yes, you are. That Might be okay with the fascination. I can keep the timer on that one. But dread just needs contentment, and I have plenty of that, but not in the time frame in which it won't tick down by. Okay, so there's the dread. But the fascination should be sucked up with it. Erudition. There you go. And the next check is going to be glimmering, right? So I have glimmering, yes. I made one fund. So not exactly, you know, paying for itself. Don't want to paint with that. Do you want to save a contentment? Do you want to paint with vitality? My subtle flaw is gone. I could paint with the vitality, but I didn't really make any money that time. My passion is completely exhausted. No, I got 2 passions now. So, do we or do we not? Well, we have glimmering, a lot of it. So, you know, yeah. Got it. Inspiration. Notoriety, blah, blah, blah. Actually, my occult histories might know, but vitality? I don't think I need it. I can always get more, it's easy. Glimmering. Glimmering. Yeah, glimmering. Look at that. I got all this glimmering. I got tons of glimmering. I got a fresh one over here, so, you know, it's fine. And I'll keep it fresh. Although I'm not keeping my contentment. I could keep one of my contentments around. Just a bit longer. I dreamt and got fascination. Always a risk. Well, fascination... I can get restlessness with it. I don't have any passion at the moment, but if I dream it away, I could probably get restlessness. I'll be fine. I got a lot of fascination. So, fleeting reminiscence is what I need. I might get that with the age coming up, so I should be alright, but... Wait a minute. Fascination? Oh, dread, yeah. It took contentment, not fascination. That's kind of shitty, but alright. Do I dream again? Do I search again? I can dream with health. I am not sick or anything. I don't have any dread. Sure. I might get some. I'm not searching for places because I'm studying something right now. I'm not going to buy paints. I have solved that check. I have a lot of glimmerings, so if I need another check here, it'll be fine. Because that's what I needed last time. I see. I made one fund, so it didn't really pay for itself. Did get some contentment. Need to get a bit of little glimmering back on the thing. I'm not really making money. I've got a lot of that. Got a lot of passion. Should I just work? Health? Get some vitality? Alright, because I don't got anything really that's inspiring me other than dangerous stuff, so... Sure. Just work it out and get some free funds for a bit while I contemplate my life. So, yes, fascination is ticking down, that's fine. It's not the age of fascination, but it's the age of dread, you know. You don't want 5 dreads. I haven't checked the orchard a lot for anything. Oh, wow. I got level 6 from the orchard, too. It's probably a rare find. Yes. So, forbidden epics, right? They take forever to research, but if I get another free erudition, I might just research that. Okay, I don't need to sleep on anything. Oh, it is the Age of Fascination. So, I need a fleeting reminiscence or some dread directly. So I probably should dream again and get restlessness. Um, I don't think I need to upgrade lore for the time being again. I have 8 funds, but I have enough books to read. But I'm studying as yes, I have a lot of those, but I don't have any free erudition. So I'm going to hold up on that, and I'm going to learn Latin. I might even get free erudition out of this. It's possible. Oh, I got a fleeting reminiscence. That's exactly what I need for the age of this scary shit. So, okay, then great. And I got some free vitality. Not free, but I don't want to use that. I could use the vitality for a mood piece. And I have enough glimmering to last me. So if I throw a couple passion points into this, and my mystique is I need to keep this for fascination, so let's use vitality. It's just a mood piece, I was like, hey, let's do it. Okay, so it has been 3 hours. I think the stream is basically done. Yeah, okay. So we've got good mechanics going on so far. I'm not going to put money in there. It's good that I learned some things and got reminded of things with people in chat. That was nice. So, I went to the other place. Oh, I got a Fruited of Truth. Yay me. I can search those, so I kind of want to keep it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you need to go there. Yeah, because I have enough of these. This is what I want to search for locations. Since I'm not doing anything else, I do want to search those. Yes. Oops, don't want to grab that. I didn't get what I wanted to get. But, you took the memory. Yep. The memories of you being normal. I'm so fascinated. I've learned a lot. Oh, but I was once normal. That's right. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, of course, the vitality is now needed because of the age of sickness. I told you, man, it's nice to have some vitality once in a while. And that's what I'm using for my inspiration here. Okay. I am a scholar of Latin. It is now time to use this knowledge to translate some lore. Yes. I made 1 fund. It's not paying for itself, but I got 9 funds now, so that's better. And I got some free glimmering, yay me. And I got the vitality, which is needed because I'm going to be sick soon. So do I paint again? Yes, but without the vitality. Well, I should just work again. It doesn't get me very far, but, it doesn't really generate anything noteworthy. It's just me being a labor pool guy. Do I dream? Well, yeah, you could dream. You could maybe get something out of the deal. Actually, I don't have any health available. So, maybe the Way of the Wood. No. You need passion to go through the Way of the Wood. I happen to have it, yes. Okay, good. Let's see what I can get. Here's my health. Glimmering, yes. This is addicting. You do want to just keep going. If you're into it. I am going to dream this away, pass from this, and use my vitality. I'm good. An ailment. The Lockwood Fen. The reeking murk of the fenlands is ripe with the furtive life. Taciturn locals still watch the sacred place of the small and secret gods, the ones that answer prayers. Haha. Well, that is a low-level location, and a level 4 location, actually. Right here. This was level 4 lore. So I've got it. Occult scraps give you those locations. This is a level 4 location, yes. I don't have any free erudition, so I won't combine that. Search out the locations of things. I have money. But I have 3 books to read. It's not like I'm out of books. So maybe not. Maybe I just chill with the locations for now. Although I could search this location. Oh no, you have to research it first before you search it. Well then, I got me some more vitality, just because. I don't need this glimmering, but I could save it. Work it out. Only have 1 passion right now. And then I'm 3 mystique. And a glimmering, just to keep it on hand. Not that I need it. Oh. This text is prepared for study. An occasional coherent catalog of the secret guides. This is an English translation of volumes dealing with the powers of the wood. Why, yes. And I need to translate more volumes before I can read them. So, let's translate volume 1 and 2. Yes. So I have translated volumes. I have things to read over here. Yes. And so there we go. No locations to search. So, and this, aha, I have a location to search now, don't I? These are usually what I like to inspire myself by. But, you know, you might find contentment, you might find fascination, you might find dread. I want to upgrade it, but I ain't got enough. So, and it isn't the age of fascination or anything, and I'm dreaming in this, which might not give me anything. So, you know, I could search it. I'm probably not going to find anything of value here. It's just going to be, you might get a cult scrap, but I doubt it. Yeah, so you get level 2 lore out of that, sort of. Oh, we're down here. An occult scrap. Yeah, because that's the basic one. So, if I get erudition again, I now have. Actually, it's good. I can search that location, which is fine by me. Okay. Any dreams right now? No. So I'm done actually here right now. I'm going to save and exit this. This was fun. Let us leave.